I think we're live.
Hell yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Refresh YouTube.
We're
It's
here
almost like it's Adepticon, but it's not.
Yeah, we're here to comment on the previews that I guess would have happened at Adepticon this year. We're joined by two of our good friends. Both are named Nick. They're here on the stream from different parts of the world, and they're going to help us maybe rein in our complaining. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
or maybe they'll join in.
Anything to say?
Some serious complaining.
I guess we should say that Nick. So one of which is Modern Synthesis on Instagram, and the other Cordal. So you should follow them if you're not. So I kind of feel anyone who's actually listening to this probably would be following you guys, but I don't think we have a huge pool of people, but those that do.
It's a pleasure to be here, Wade.
Oh, I'm worried you guys are going to get feedback. Can you hear me?
Right, I need to... Is this on Twitch? I don't know how to watch this.
If you want to watch us...
Oh, are you streaming on YouTube as well?
It's on YouTube.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, I haven't
And I
seen it come up yet. But...
Who are we hearing the Warhammer stream through?
Perfect, I'll mute this.
Oh, crap. I got to mute this.
Is that through you, Adam? Or
Maybe. What if I turn it off?
Hold on. I've got my audio on. I should probably just turn it off.
Yeah, like Oh, so... Because I didn't know, Adam, if the way we have the stream set up, if it's just
I don't
showing
think you
the
can
picture.
hear so I have the volume cranked on
Sometimes we send out
That's what I thought.
Warhammer Studio and the Warhammer Community.
Yeah, I
and we put on a presentation for those guys who've attended to let them see.
That's what I think, because I'm pretty sure how we're not
and some of the things that we're working on,
expert
but also like a
streamers
chance for them
here,
to ask some
but
questions of the
I
studio
think
themselves,
with the
and
Streamlabs
of the
OBS
Warhammer
setup we
community
have,
and
it's
to
just like showing
talk
a
directly.
capture of that window or his Chrome window.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
It's not. I mean, I assume we could have an audio feed from there as well if we wanted to, but it currently is not that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. They look like they're both in their homes, trying to keep away from people. So that's good.
I'm going to very artfully have one earphone in from the Twitch stream and one earphone in from you guys and try not to go crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be rough, probably.
I'm trying to do that too.
I'm just going to look at the pictures and get your guys' reactions. Like, I can't be bothered to faff around.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I have the volume.
So,
off.
With that in mind, since Wade Price is one of the people talking on the preview, does anyone listen to his podcasts?
Oh, I've listened to a few of both the Age of Sigmar and the Warhammer 40k one, and I've really enjoyed them.
Yes, I think they're good. The only thing I would have to say about it, I kind of feel like the volume, like equalization for them, is always terrible. Like you can hardly hear Wade talking. Like you have to crank up the volume, and I find it interesting for a company that has more money to put into these things than.
I think they have a bit of a crap interview room. Really, I don't think it's really ideal for a podcast.
I think that's true. It's just all sorts of models all around, but their microphones are good, and they're sitting the proper distance from them, and all that. So,
I think people have already suggested it, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they have, but if they have suggested it, it's been kind of bad for like over a year. And I don't think it would be that hard to change, but well.
So they're saying every 15 minutes they're going to show us a cool thing.
Oh boy.
And they're going to bring someone to talk about it. So we can have a hit of coolness and then we can chat while they're chatting if we don't care what they're saying.
Well, I almost feel, Adam, you could have the potential of switching between Warhammer, the Twitch stream, and the Warhammer Community page, because there's a possibility as they
started showing the
reveal...
live stuff on the page as well at 2, I believe.
That makes sense. This is the
So potentially when they reveal the first thing at 10,
They
or
might
two,
put it
as
on
you're
their
saying. Maybe they'll
previews.
put like
Warhammer Community.
whatever, because there was already a leak of the Primarch of the Dark Angels.
I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I'm kind of get with
I haven't seen that.
It's on Instagram.
I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I saw the people who tried to set like Andy Simile on Twitter, and he says like, "Yeah, guys, I understand you're excited about this, but we put a big effort into this reveal, and to have it leaked through a grainy photo is not really ideal." So I kind of sympathize them with a little bit. I know leaks can be really exciting, but also if you're kind of hyping something up, then it can be a bit disheartening.
Particularly here when like
it's like 15 minutes until
like, I don't know. I saw pictures. Maybe even late last night, so it's like, what was even the point? Like, just
I was a little bit annoyed that I saw those pictures. I was like, I wanted to wait.
I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah, just fucking wait. Like, whatever.
Do we think there'll be some new Imperial Guard? Anyone have some hot takes on what they think?
I'm really hoping for a new Imperial Guard.
That's kind of my hope.
My word, I'd be so happy if it was new Imperial Guard.
That would be great.
Even if it was just like bog standard bodies, but you could get like upgrade kits that comes with them or something like that. Just, I don't want to see more Cadians, damn it.
Well, I think it's going to be new Cadians because we've seen new Cadians in the form of the Lost and the Damned or whatever in Blackstone Fortress. They've got new Cadians in that. They just have to strip off all the Chaos crap.
Or
that's pretty much true.
If they actually did a proper Lost and the Damned list, that'd be quite exciting.
But that was in the retconned codex from years ago, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's always all the books and all the fluff have like
yeah,
Imperial
I mean that's
Guard.
what they largely talk about, like the Blood Pact and other
that'd be
stuff.
extremely cool.
I would be very surprised by that. That'd be cool.
I have a feeling we've got maybe not this reveal, but I think we're going to have new Crons at some point in the next year or so.
Crom?
Necrons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel they could use some love. I mean, their range is good overall.
But the old warriors...
There aren't that... I feel it's just there aren't that many. They seem kind of all same-ish. Like, I like the old warriors, but it would be cool if they were made a little bit more, I don't know, creepier, more skeleton-like, or just not all squatting.
Out of the Xenos races, the Crons and Tau seem to get the most attention from GW.
Yeah.
Because I dread to think I'm pretty sure there's some of the old NID kits are years old now.
Oh, dude, the Gaunts and the Warriors came out in 2003.
Yeah,
jeez, I remember I remember the White Dwarf vividly, where they were showing off the new plastic warriors.
Yeah.
And people getting very excited about. I think that was one of those codexes where it was insanely broken because of like the biomorphic. It was when GW was like super. You could customize it. It was all about your dudes before it became Ultramarine hell for Space Marines. But I remember there was one NID codex where you could literally customize the hell out of your Hive fleet.
Mutable Genus, we remember it well.
Yes.
Yeah, that was amazing. Although it was broken too, like people would break the crap out of it.
Oh yeah, like I remember but I remember that was the day when you had the Space Marine Codex that let you do like chapter traits and let you do really cool chapter traits.
Yeah.
And then it went, hey, everyone wants to copy the Ultramarines, and I was like, oh no.
Okay, I'm trying to promote the stream right now as much as I can, but can I link to the live stream? And live, let's see.
You probably could.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I assume we can just copy the YouTube link or whatever, or the Twitch one for that matter, but no one uses Twitch. Although, as I say that, I look on the Warhammer Online Preview and see that 18,000 people are watching it, so I guess people do use Twitch.
Nice.
People do.
So that's a bunch. 4 people are watching us. They're probably us.
Love it.
You know who I feel like, I know it was an important thing to do with the cancellation of Adepticon. You know who I feel sorry for the most? I think the small retailers, because GW can really kind of weather, but like those small retailers, like I've been trying to think of if there's anyone that I could probably try and like support or something like that, just to ensure that they can keep trucking along, really.
I feel a lot of the small retailers are really getting hammered. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, hey, Hans and Alex from Echoes of Imperium. Nice to see you here. So I stand corrected. There are a few people here.
Hello.
Well, thank you for watching us ramble about this stuff rather than Wade Price and Eddie.
Does anyone else think that Wade Price is what's his name's Darren Latham's like younger brother?
Yeah, they kind of, there's a resemblance.
They do.
Like, I don't know if that's like a general UK look, but
we've tried to put this on.
Also, Darren Latham is hugely tall. Like, when I saw him at Warhammer World, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, he's like over 6 foot.
That. Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's every time I've gone to Warhammer World, I've seen someone from like one of the live streams or something like that, and it's very, very surreal.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
How do we do this? I think I can do this.
I'm just sad. I wanted the next Lost and I was planning to go to Warhammer World this month.
Yeah.
buy the Lost and the Damned book because I want to get the second one of those Realm of Chaos stuff, but alas, important societal requirements overrode that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Oh, nice to have you here, Carlos. Mr. Waitley, good to have you.
Ah, Mr. Waitley.
Oh, dude, Carlos!
Good to have you here. So we have a great turnout.
Amazing.
Is anyone excited for anything in particular they're hoping to see?
We're going to get a new Primarch and some generic Horberus Heresy Marines, I bet.
I can't wait to see some garbage Marines. Which I guess the Primarch was already leaked, and he doesn't look too bad.
Look, we're going to get some Squatty Potty Marines, and everyone's excited about Squatty Potty Marines.
Yeah,
I sure am.
We're getting.
They'll be loaded with kind of garbage detail, and it'll be
Night Lords where they will just have so much flayed skin, it'll just be like, come on. Or
the flayed skin will be really thick, though. It'll look like they have like a shag carpet hanging from them.
Or it'll be more Dark Angels where they look like they destroyed a Catholic church and then rolled around covered in super glue in the ruins.
That makes sense.
Well, there was a leak of a front picture of the Fabius Bile model as well.
Fabulous
Bill. And he sort of I need to wait to see the full picture of him, but the model was sort of as I feared. He hardly has an abdomen, and he has a really big nose.
But they've got to bring him in line with the Chaos Marine re-releases.
Yeah, they can't improve his anatomy. I mean, I guess they did Abaddon.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a little.
I don't know.
We need to see what it looks like.
What do you bet that we're going to see some old world previews of this?
Huh.
No, I don't think it's going to be Forge World because that's Forge World stuff, right?
Yeah, true.
But
the reaction to their release was that great with the preview of the Ice Ladies.
Yeah, they're going to show.
Cool stuff, but...
They're going to show Lionel Johnson, so that's Forge World. So I imagine they'll show some stuff because.
Oh, the Lionel. Forge World? I thought when you guys said that it was leaked, it was Games Workshop.
Oh no! I guess that's true. It could have been either, but no, it's Forge World. They'll reveal some stuff for Adeptus Titanicus.
The infamous Converse shoe power armor for Fabulous Bill.
What was I missed that. He had Converse shoes? I'm gonna go look them up.
It's the lesser known collaboration between Converse and GW.
I'm a big fan of the original model.
I love the original model.
Why? Where's this Converse shoe? I'm looking at a picture of him.
Have you seen? Oh, I can never pronounce his Instagram name. Aki, the guy who he did a really cool like heresy variant of Fabulous Bill recently.
No.
I don't remember I've seen that. I probably did see it, but now I'm not.
He's the guy who's doing the premium. He's one of the Iron Sleep guys. I can't pronounce. It's Acipta blah 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know.
Lassie.
No, ACC.
Lassie's his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't remember. Oh yeah, you're right. He did do the Fabulous Bill, but it's like, yeah. Let me see if I can.
If there's new Titanicus stuff, it's great because I love Titanicus.
It'll be nice.
I mean, that'll be cool. Well, they should be cool.
Like building those kits is a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to. I sent the picture of Fabulous.
Fabulous Bill.
That was being referred to.
Oh, I didn't realize that was what that was supposed to be. He looks good.
Yeah, he's cool.
In the WhatsApp? Or like in our chat? Or whatever?
I put a thing in the chat, but now it's on the Twitch.
It's a heresy variant of Fabulous Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that looks good.
I wonder if I could
I'm very happy that he seated the head much higher than what like you were intending.
Oh my God, we have to go back to
We're starting.
Twitch. There's
anime, Warhammer anime.
The Warhammer ident just played, and there's some animation stuff, but I hesitate to say animation because very little of it was animated, and it just
kind of looks like a teaser thing for something that's going to be better animated.
Guys, I stole your name. Hammer and Bolt or Death's Hand?
What the fuck?
That looked pretty good.
That's different.
The animation didn't look great,
but then it's kind of like a preview reel though. So
I mean the picture, the stills and stuff look good, and the music seemed pretty neat. So
it looks like they just animated some stills for Adepticon. Like I'm sure it's going to be better.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. Like I would rather the stills look good, and there not be too many frames of animation than. Well, maybe not.
Thank you very much.
But well,
commented on by most of the guests.
It's nice to see they're
get the guy who did Akira to do a Warhammer anime.
The guy who did Akira, sure. I'm sure he's funny. It kind of reminded me of like Castlevania because I feel like Castlevania has good stuff in it, but the animation also gets rough.
I love Castlevania though, even though it can be a bit rough. I love it.
I actually haven't seen any of it.
The animation is rough as fuck.
Is it?
It's not.
And even the artwork, a lot of the stills, it's just like they could have done that better, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm not
I mean, I love Castlevania though.
Warren Ellis was the one who wrote it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
Are there many of those 40k? I mean,
so they're saying that the series is called Hammer and Bolter, and that it has Inquisitors and Assassins in it.
Cool.
Whoa, that sounds a little too cool for school. I don't know about you, everybody, but
there's certainly the potential for that to be good, but it could be too good.
Too cool for school.
Yeah.
Somewhat better than
okay, so this
thing's
thing's
going to school though. It's the coronavirus.
And actually, when we were
this thing's going for an hour.
So they're trying to stretch it out as though it was the Adepticon preview.
Okay, no, I'm just wondering because they said that they're going to give us a new thing and then they're going to give us 15 minutes. So does that mean there's like 4 previews?
Yeah, because aren't they doing another preview next weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're right.
And because there's some hoo-ha about it's meant to be the biggest thing that's going to happen to 40k or something like that. That's the rumor I've heard.
Well, so does that mean
the biggest thing to happen to 40k is them canceling it?
Do you think
They're just saying that Warhammer Storyforge has its own dedicated Instagram. So,
oh wow, guys!
Animations.
Is anyone following it?
Worlds of Warhammer.
No.
It just has one of those tile pictures of like a blood angel.
The Warhammer Community page has a Twitter account now.
Yeah.
Oh, the Warham.com or whatever.
Yeah. That's
pretty cool.
Yeah, and they've been retweeting stuff that people.
I never get good engagement on Twitter. I use all the right hashtags. This is just a pet peeve.
It's not great, man. Like you don't just ask Carlos about it. I feel like Carlos, do you feel like you get good engagement on Twitter because you're pretty active on there, man?
Yeah,
I think to get good engagement, you have to just be you have to be really active. I think, and then it would come over time.
Yeah,
because my friend, the Imperium, does like he gets really good engagement on Twitter.
It's a lot of. I feel it's just one more thing you could be spending time with, and it takes a lot of effort. Instagram is nice in that you don't have to put much. You don't have to put too much effort into it, but like I don't know. I feel. we already do too much stuff. Like, we have a Twitter account, but don't really use it. Like, I don't have the desire to, because I don't. Twitter, like, everything gets lost in it so quickly,
It's so
and
hard
it's
to
hard
read
to read
Twitter,
threads
yeah.
on it.
It's like, I know I've often, like, one of my brothers will send me some Twitter thread because they want me to read a particular comment, and I literally can't find it. Because it's hidden nested within nests on.
My thing with Twitter is that it's like, it feels like a lot of people talk about hobby on there, which is good, but I don't see as many people posting hobby, like actual pictures and work. And that's more what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So that's
why I like Instagram, because I don't know, like, I've just seen too much stuff from Facebook groups, even well-moderated Facebook groups, of just how awful it can be. Like,
I don't touch Facebook. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
there's only there's a couple of like very private groups I'm on Facebook for Warhammer stuff. That's like the Dark Age of Sigmar group is very good.
Well, another thing about Instagram that's nice, if you see something you're interested in, you can easily just click on the artist and see their work right away. Whereas with Twitter, like, even if you see something you're interested, you can click on the thing, but then it's just filled with all the stuff they retweeted or little comments they did to tweets, which could be interesting, but you have to scroll and find. I just think Twitter's more for conversational stuff.
Yeah.
Even though it can be hard to read that, whereas Instagram is, in my opinion, better for like content creators and such.
Yeah, I've had the experience where someone posts something on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, I want to look at your work. And helpfully, Twitter has like a media tab where you can see all the pictures they've posted. But when I click on that, I just get all their dog GIFs that they've posted in their last like 15 years.
Oh, yeah. Or I find someone, I'm like, oh, this is really cool green stuff work. And then I click the link and they retweet QAnon and other stuff. And I'm like, oh, great. This is going to be an unfollow from me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they do have I've tried to on Instagram make like Twitter. It says to me that the live stream's offline. Is that true?
I think it like
it's going for me
a second, and I think it's
back. And now it's back.
It's back. Yeah, it dipped for like a few seconds.
One thing he did say, like, I'm listening to this in one ear. Andy Smiley, the guy who's kind of in charge of Storyforge, apparently, that they've got a number of different series with a number of different kinds of animation coming up.
That's cool.
So Hammer and Bolter is just the first. Oh, they're talking about what kind of noises these things should make. That's kind of funny. Like, no, you got the Bolter noise wrong. You got the last cannon noise wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that's a hard thing, and because like a lot of people, they probably kind of have their own sense of what they think it should sound like, and like they're never gonna make people happy.
Yeah.
Well, if they have,
we're taking a break and then getting ready for the next preview, apparently.
But ultimately, if they have like a good storyline or interesting characters and stuff, like, I will be happy.
That's what they really need,
and make it actually engaging.
But that, I feel, is hard.
It won't matter if the bolter sounds a little off or whatnot.
Yeah. I feel like, do you guys ever play Fire Warrior on PlayStation?
Yes, I did.
I feel like the bolter in that felt like a mini rocket launcher. I know you guys love the mini rocket launcher thing, but it like when I fired that bolter, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I actually remember it.
They made it like actually a thing, and it was good. Which
I still like Space Marine. That was a great game.
I actually never even played that.
I played it a little. They did a pretty good job.
But I guess that actually brings us to, like, people have been playing Doom Eternal, right?
Oh man, yeah.
God, the super shotgun is so great.
Oh,
the
thing is, what I've realized is you have to play it like a rhythm game.
Yeah,
that's what they always said. That
like, once I got into the rhythm game, like, I stopped dying at those Slayer's gates. Like,
what's your rhythm? Can you explain it a bit more?
So it's like a constant thing of like realizing, juggling, like generating armor and health and ammo. So like super shotgun, I've got the flaming chain upgrade that sets them on fire, so generates ammo. like armor, so I kill a few of the small guys, save the rocket launcher for the big guys, and kind of juggle when I need to do glory kills, when I need to chainsaw, what weapon for what guy, and like it becomes like a bit like, okay, always be moving, don't stop moving.
You sort of manage your resources for particular threats. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important to use all those things. Like, 'cause I feel like maybe even the last one, you could be like, well, these are the weapons I like to use, and every once in a while I'll use something else. But this, since your ammo's so low for everything, you kind of have to switch, and you should use the flamethrower because getting armor is actually good. And remember, you have those grenades and that blood punch thing.
The only thing I don't really use, the two weapons I don't really use are the chain gun and the crossbow. Like,
I haven't even gotten those.
I haven't gotten those yet.
I like the assault rifle because of the mini missile launcher, which is insane once you upgrade it.
Okay.
But the super shotgun has a fond place in my heart, and also the BFG is great.
I haven't used.
Oh my god, are you like done the game? You've got the BFG already?
I think I'm kind of near the last level already.
Oh wow, okay.
Well,
no spoilers.
No, I won't spoil anything.
I haven't found the rocket launcher to be that useful.
It gets useful later.
There you go. Wait, have you the super shotgun? They said with this game they were going to try and depower the super shotgun because in the previous one it's like you could use it to solve any problem. Have you found that it's not as?
It doesn't have the range. I think in the first game it was actually kind of absurdly long range for what was basically a sawn-off shotgun, and it is brutal up close. But you've also got to realize some of the demons can absolutely spank you up close.
Yeah.
But those big demons with the flamethrower arms that you can shoot off,
the Mancubus,
like those are kind of a pain. But my god, does the super shotgun just wreck them?
I hate Mancubus, and there's another one that I hate the snake demons so much.
Oh, they are really.
I haven't seen one of those yet.
They're hard.
They are annoying, and also the turret boys. I hate spider demons.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Oh yeah.
Too.
As soon as I see one, I'm like, you have to die now. This is imperative.
I feel like I was a bit shocked at how early they introduced the Arachnotron, just because how like tough it is. Like I guess that's indicative of how tough the game is. That it's like, yeah, there's this horrible enemy. We're gonna give it to you in like the first level or the second level. Good luck.
Well, yeah, and like the Revenants, and they introduced a lot pretty quickly. But then again, there's still tons that haven't been released. Like I just got to the Pinky.
The Pinkies are annoying actually in this game.
Oh, I can't wait to see one of those. I love the Pinkies. I've loved them since like original Doom. They're just so ridiculous and terrifying.
Yeah, but the super shotgun makes me feel all warm and happy inside.
Yeah.
Eric, I feel like that's the first time I've ever heard you talk about being warm and happy inside.
Well, Deb, do you know what its alternate fire is?
It doesn't really have... I don't think it has an alternate.
Well,
it just has the hook. It has the grappling hook.
Yeah, did you know about that, Mr. Pink?
The grappling hook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably watched too much Doom stuff.
Okay. Because I feel that is hilarious that they
It's so good for moving
such a thing.
around. Like, you can do some crazy like tricks in like arenas and things like that.
Well, they said that they wanted to introduce a grappling hook because they loved that people modded like original Doom to put a grappling hook in it, but they put it in, and then they were like, this game is boring now because you can grappling hook everything. So the thing on the Super Shotgun is kind of like a modified one that I think you can only use it on enemies, right?
Yeah, you can only use it on enemies.
I think the previous
there's a recharge on it.
Oh, there is. Okay.
It's quite short.
But like you can't just like do it, spam it. Like you you use it, and
so I'm trying to prepare my breakfast as before the next. Oh, the next preview's in a minute. I should get back downstairs.
Oh my god!
Be ready.
So I guess the preview then for the first thing was that little clip with the animation. So maybe one of these will be models. But 36,000 people are watching the Warhammer
36,000, wow. I think it's probably going to be Fabulous Bill, because they said that was one of their videos, and the other one's probably going to be Lionel.
Yeah.
Unless that's next weekend.
if it's next weekend, it got revealed pretty early.
Well, I just
Way
got an
early.
email that said Dark Angels Primarch revealed from Games Workshop. So,
So too
Oh, what?
early, GW.
What? They sent it to you now?
yeah,
Oh, they're doing it on the website because people spoiled it?
Maybe.
Wait, let me look this up. That's stupid that they sent you an email before they put it on the
Well,
live stream.
people in the chat are
Oh, here we go.
saying that
Warhammer TV. Oh, what the... What the hell?
Forge will check
Yes.
if. Oh, it started, everybody.
Elves? Yeah. Is this going to be Lumineth or whatever?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That remind you of elves.
Oh, this is pretty cute. You guys got to listen.
elf, full elf.
It's there. Long spears is answer number 3 on the board. Back to buzzers. There's still more answers to find.
This is pretty cute.
Elves can't be trusted. Well done. Elves are indeed scheming
What?
scoundrels.
That's
Only one correct
Squishy
answer
whips?
remains on the board. Squishy whips. Oh, sorry. It's not on the board.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Giant war cow made of rock armed with a massive hammer.
Made of rock and armed with a massive hammer.
Oh, is it the Sons of Bear?
Warren? No, it's elves. Oh, what the hell?
What the
Holy
fuck is that
shit.
thing?
Oh my god.
Armed with a massive hammer
Oh.
is our top.
Oh, no, give me more of the war cow. Take me back to the war cow. Yeah, you're great. Take me back to the war cow.
Wow,
I need more war cow. Holy
That's kind of
This
cool.
thing is.
Oh, damn.
What?
Oh my god, I'm impressed. Wait, are you not watching this live, Nick? You need to watch this live. It's free. Just go to the Warhammer Community site and go to the
Yeah, I
link.
just split it between screens to see both because the
The Realm Lords.
Phil!
Phil
Hi,
Kelly's here.
Wow,
Yeah, so
is it just mine? Is just like
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to
my
Alpha.
stream
Welcome
is
back
just
to
like a
Warhammer
few
Preview
seconds
Online.
later than yours, everybody.
Phil Kelly, how are you, Phil?
Uh-oh.
Hello, yeah.
It doesn't
I'm very
really
well.
matter.
And yourself? Stuff. I'm doing very well, thank you. You are looking like you're in a.
So it's
fine
interesting
hobby
that they-
library altogether,
Yeah,
scriptorium
well,
of sorts.
Like they aren't
this is,
showing
basically
like
where
just
I write
actual
stuff and,
pictures.
yes,
I mean,
so
I
it's
guess
hobby
they
room
will
as well,
probably
but it's
go up
occasionally
eventually.
when we have people
Well, they've been more
Yeah, it's
in control of that, right? Like on Warhammer Community, they only
What else
ever
can
show
I
you
say?
official
And
pictures
they're
that have like
free
the
toy
branding
soldiers
and
as
all
well.
that. So they're probably going to put that up on Warhammer Community now, I guess.
So,
All right.
yeah,
What's
go ahead.
this?
See,
What's
Phil
this
Kelly,
war
what did we
cow?
just behold with our eyes?
Okay,
Okay,
so
they are updating it
It's
on
about the Lumineth
the
first.
Warhammer
Warhammer
Community
Community.
page.
That,
They have
giant
something
statue,
for
like,
Yeah, the
monstrosity
Story
of
Forge.
context. So the Lumineth are race
Okay.
elves, obviously. They're elves from Hish. Light. Now,
first
the realm
ever
of light
Warhammer
is
Preview Online.
saturated with magic. Probably
Yeah, are you doing this on your phone or a laptop, Nick?
It's really
I'm
easy
doing it
to
on
learn
my
things
laptop.
there. It's really easy to become
Okay,
good
because
at
if you go to
things there, because
Warhammer
enlightenment
Community,
Yeah, I'm
is
on there. I'm
it's in
watching the
air
stream.
itself, it's in the rock.
okay, so that's where you
And
get,
so
because I don't
the
think
elves
those are
that came
delayed.
to live
I
there
hope they're
at
not
the time
delayed.
essentially grew as
Oh,
a
there's the war
society
cow.
there,
Holy
have
fuck.
become extremely advanced.
They're talking,
Unfortunately,
Phil's
some
talking
say too
about
advanced
elf
because they
fluff.
ended up,
I don't really care
competing
about
and having
fantasy
a massive
battles,
civil
but
war
these are some
amongst
cool
themselves.
models.
And it was that civil war.
Oh, there's the thing. Okay, so
the
if you guys,
Spirefall or
I'm
the
assuming
Karga
everyone follows
that
him, but
caused the
on
downfall
Twitter
of
there's a
these
guy
guys.
who,
They were so
it's
busy
basically his
making
job
giant
to curate
spells
the
and
Warhammer
realm
previews.
breaking magic items
Oh,
to
really?
show that they could.
I want to give him a
They
plug
didn't
because he's
really
awesome.
think, well,
His
you know,
Twitter handle
they told
is
themselves they would
Warboss.
never
No,
use them,
put it in
but,
where's the chat?
I think
Warboss
in the back of
Krugen?
things, they probably
Oh,
thought,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
If it really comes down
Yeah,
to it.
so
I can
he's
just
really
get this
great at
spellbook down
keeping track of all of
and
them, and like whenever
sort
one
out
is
my
revealed,
ideas.
he like
And unfortunately, that's what
notes
happens.
it.
So the whole place is
Warboss,
created with giant magical
Okay.
fallout zones
follow,
and the spires toppled down. And unfortunately, that let the demons in.
Warboss,
Yeah, the Age of Chaos began.
Krugen on
Krugen.
Twitter.
Context, essentially.
For
Yeah.
Great stuff. Okay. And have you been working away on this in the background?
But the war cow
Or
thing
just
looked
a
kind
lot
of
more
cool.
background has been developed
I mean, there
in
weren't
Germany,
enough
ideas?
pictures to see it easily, but
There is stuff
Well,
about
there's one on the
zero
community site. They have a big picture of
we
it.
kind of planted the seeds for this a long
I
time
guess
ago.
I have to
But then the
update it
sculptors
again.
developed this
It's not
range
for
of
me
Lumineth
yet.
that really surpassed all our
Oh
expectations.
no,
And not only did
I
they
guess
come
I'm
up with
living in the
basic
future.
Lumineth and the mages and the
it's Canada.
Where
man.
on the community page? The
It's go to
preview?
the preview, yeah. So they're updating the
Fiery
preview
Temple.
post. First
It's
ever
still
Warhammer
not for
These are kind of
me.
the-
Maybe
which there are
Canada's
four.
faster.
So the
It just
mountains
says
that we had
Story
to
Forge
go
still.
down. And these
We-
are
oh
essentially-
really? Wow, we got
Yeah,
faster than
not
that.
to me.
like a shrine,
Um,
Sensei.
Yeah,
Dojo
so they've
right up
got
on
big,
the
beautiful
top of the
pictures of the
mountain, all
cow.
mountains
God,
meet,
it's so cool.
where these guys
So what I was going to say
devote
is
their
that on
lives to
Warboss
serving
Krugen's
Hish.
Twitter, he
So
was
we talked
noting
about
that
how
there
they
was like
scarred Hish.
this
They
weird
really,
horn thing that was previewed in the
Yeah.
whatever engine, rumor engine, and it's on the war cow.
Yeah.
So that one's confirmed now.
A wild Eli has appeared.
Oh God, Eli!
Oh, they finally, the pictures of the war cow are now up.
Okay,
God,
okay.
this thing is
Oh, there it
gorgeous.
is.
That's
The hell?
pretty interesting.
Right,
just
I
wanna
don't want to listen to
do a
this fluff.
Wraith Lord.
Yeah,
I
I
like that
care
cow.
nothing about this.
The
Yeah, so
cow's
that's-
really weird. It has like a mountain, a rock mountain on its back.
Which is beautiful. I'm digging it.
Oh shit, that is really cool.
It's really interesting.
That is really interesting. And there's that big double-handed hammer thing as one of the options.
Oh, that's kind
Yeah.
of neat.
You
The
could turn that
hammerhead
into a
isn't
really
big
cool.
enough, I don't think.
You could turn that into a
What's that?
really cool exodite construct.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
the
it's gonna be
hammerhead
next to
isn't
Wraith Lord.
the size of the mountain on its back.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we are. There
Maybe
we
they're
are.
learning.
That's normal GW
Stop.
bullshit. This
Stop.
is
thing
better.
gorgeous. Stop shitting on it.
Honestly, it's a lovely model.
No,
Holy
but I think
crap.
this model, like the hammerhead for the giant double-handed hammer, seems like a reasonable size. It's not like the size of
Just wait
the
till you see
mountain
the
on its
elves
back.
below, mate.
Yeah, the elves below.
Oh my
well,
God,
they're
those
cool,
elves.
but like those hammers. Hey, Eli, I'm glad you could join us.
Oh,
yeah.
man, those elves have really cool collars. I like that.
I like their helmets. Like,
Yeah, I like the elves below there. I don't like those hammers, but other than that,
The hammers
that
are
would be an
really
easy
bad.
fix.
I don't
someone's going to
cows
turn
on
the
that
giant
thing.
cow into a keeper of secrets. Mark my word.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the first thing that I thought of. Yeah.
I knew it, Eli. I knew
Yeah.
it.
I was like, that'd be great. Keeper of Secrets model.
Yeah, you kit bash it with a keeper of secrets kit if it scales well. Mwah.
Carlos is making a Slanesh cyborg conversion out of it.
Ah.
Yeah, it seems like that. Well, so it's interesting. It seems that these high elves, I'm just going to call them high elves,
Mm-hmm.
they have, it seems like they have more character models that have, I'm going to say, less of the heroic scaled proportion stuff.
Yep.
Because, like, I feel for some of the ranges, like the Bone Reapers, they got the leader dude, and he was awesome, had these more realistic proportions and stuff, but nothing else did.
Didn't you guys talk about this in another stream? That
We did.
You think? Yeah.
And it seems like this, so the High Elves, they have that Teclis, or I don't know really what his name is. They have him, this bull demon thing, whatever. They have the sorcerer floating on the rock, and like all of them.
And even some of the infantry look better, like these elves with the hammers. Aside from their awful-looking hammers,
like they're cool.
You mean
Like
their proportions?
Yeah, they look a little better.
I feel they would be cool for like Dark Eldar,
Yeah.
like Trueborn-ish stuff.
I'm just
or
trying to think like what conversions you could do with them. I would remove the weird the bit below their belt that comes the like armor that comes down to a point, but everything above looks great.
They would work well for Trueborn.
Their helmets are very silly.
I love them.
Is that? Oh yeah, that is actually from their helmet. Yeah, like their helmets are terrible. Like
I like the bottom part of their helmet.
Yeah.
You see, I kind of like
Where's
the
the
absurdity of the bull hats.
Well, I guess what I somewhat I am sort of mixed about it. The absurdity is sort of dumb, but I like the fact that it kind of fits with old, like, 3rd edition Warhammer sort of dumbness, and that's sort of charming.
But
I think
But
I
I
would
feel-
cut the bull head off. And
if you
just
would
use
actually
the-
want to make a cool model for something else, like, you would remove those.
yeah, you
Even
could
if they
easily like take these, cut off some of the extra armor plates, replace the head, and like you could make some kind of cool like Dark Eldar Trueborn with very little effort. They even have like the capes and stuff, which seem kind of thematic and cool for them.
You get 2 mountains.
Okay, so this is the spirit Stoneheart King of Valinor. Apparently, the spirit of the mountain.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
they even say
The
that
Workhouse.
in the captions.
But you're right. Yeah,
Part-
there's 2 different mountains. That's amazing.
Part mystical creature, part mountain. It can go toe to toe with a bloodthirster. What more could you ask for? Dun dun dun. And of course, we couldn't have a Warhammer preview without some actual Warhammers. Elves have been part of Warhammer for ages, but they haven't ever held hammers until now. Dun dun dun. These are the Stone Guard. Damn. Holding all the hammers.
All the hammers.
These Stone Guard were like walking mountain cow thing. Like, you don't have a big enough hammer. We'll hammer for you. We'll bring all the hammers.
For your hammer.
Those hammers aren't that bad though on the cows. Like, they're big.
On the cows.
The cow, I think that's fine. I think it
the little
makes
guys.
sense.
The little guys, not so fine.
The cow's like a walking mountain.
Well, so
it can do what it wants.
The elves themselves, like, they're going to play, what's it called?
Dodgeball or croquet?
Croquet.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They're going to the yard to play some yard games.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have those luscious meadows and stuff on their bases and things.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
it. Bye, Phil, guys. Bye, Phil.
Nice wheat and damn. So it's not been a terrible preview so far. Like, I actually
This is amazing.
I like these elves.
Give
And
me
I
more
don't think I would want them, but
They'd be
feel like
great
a
for
big
conversions.
Like if you converted the cow enough, it could be a really good basis for like a Revenant Titan for like AT scale.
Hell yeah. I think that would be too big for AG.
If it's the size of a Bloodthirster, it might be a little bit taller than a Warlord.
Oh yeah? I picture the Warlord smaller than that. Also, Eli, I love your hair. I just saw it for the first time.
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Nick.
Good,
Pretty
man.
good.
Hey, nice to have you here on stream, Adrian.
I
that's
had
a
to
good
cut my
idea,
hair,
Adrian.
and I was just like, I'll start with the sides. And I was like, fuck, I'll just have a mohawk.
Nice.
And my wife seems to think it's okay. So until she says it's
Go
not,
ahead.
or I have to go back to work, I'm going to have a mohawk.
You know, the best part of that is that your wife can cut your hair for you. I have a similar kind of thing, and my wife shaves my sides of my back for me, so I don't have to worry about becoming a dirty, dirty wreck.
See, normally, like I have a very like peculiar barber that I like to go to, but it's just like, oh man, he's older, so he's definitely not going to be cutting hair for a while. Shit. I need a haircut because my hair grows crazy fast, and I was like, I got to take this into my own hands. So now I have a mohawk.
In your own hands, and you did it.
Yeah, Kelly, I was mowing the yard yesterday in some camo shorts and like a highlighter yellow cutoff shirt, and Kelly pulled in and was just like, God, look at this trash boy. Just straight hooligan.
So this is going back to talking about these models. Isn't it interesting? Like the cow demon, it sure has a lot of tassels hanging from its jaw and such. And I guess it's probably not a real creature that would. But it's sort of weird.
Well, it looks
Phil
like
said
it's got
something about the mask. Like the mask is the magic part of it that gives it life or something.
Okay, well that would kind of make sense.
Very
Well,
cool mask.
mask is
Definitely.
awesome.
Oh, you could stick that on a Titan. That would be an extremely
Very-
cool thing on
Nick,
an
I'm
AT
serious about
Titan.
everything. How can I make an AT Titan out of it?
Yeah,
Well, it's because like
I think-
Adeptus Titanicus, they're like the best models Games Workshop produces.
Man, they really.
I definitely think I could make a Titan head out of that. That'd be extremely cool.
It's kind of cool that if you look at all the spots that like are organic, if you removed those, it would be kind of a similar setup to that like floating armor thing that they have, but like smaller.
Yes. This is
Like, I do like that all those
better,
bits of-
though, than the floating armor. The floating armor would be cooler if you just like lengthen all the
Well,
like
it would
some
be
of
kind
the
of neat if
things.
they showed you what this looked like without the armor, because it would be one creepy fucking thing. Those long, thin
I
legs.
think that's what we got to create. We got to take that
Yeah.
armor off. You know who's going to do that? Helgel Wilhelm or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Smoothing things out, cleaning them up.
Oh, that
Have a big,
unclean
big
one
dick.
Buddha baby thing. Ugh.
Yeah, he's doing another one with 3 heads or 3 faces.
Yeah, for the 28 mag thing.
Mhm.
28 now is a Patreon, people,
Yeah.
I like this big cow. He's good.
for reasons. I wonder how the mountain attaches to it.
Oh, wait, you guys are into... Well, it looks like it slots in or something, because it's the same, pretty much the same armor on both of them, and then just different mountains.
It does.
Which is good.
I'm just thinking, like, is this something perched on its shoulders, on the armor? Is it like...
I don't know. It looks like it's actually
thing
growing
that's
through.
actually from his...
It's
it
part
does.
of him. Because he's
It
got the
does.
shoulder pads have struts supporting it underneath, which I'm quite impressed with.
So yeah, it would be interesting to see the back of it and what...
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god, something
Rob
else.
Middle Earth? Oh, you serious?
We knew it was coming, everybody. Come on.
Oh, people are gonna be pissed.
Who still plays Lord of the Rings?
It's a
Who still plays it?
It's a fun game.
Feels like this is something that people have been waiting
I don't
for.
think anybody actually plays
The
it,
best
but they
part of
just
18
can't
years,
afford for
which
anyone
is
else to own that IP.
How excited I am for this particular.
Problem is some of the plastic stuff they've released actually looks worse than the metal model there it is.
What are the Twitches saying?
As soon as possible.
I don't want to see. I don't want to
I
see.
can't even find the Twitch chat.
This is an exciting day.
The Twitch chat is
it's
like
awesome.
behind
So,
the one
this
on
is
the
beautiful
community
figure.
side.
People have been asking.
No one
Okay,
cares.
let's get
No one
our.
cares.
Oh boy,
GT in
is
our
that
seminar.
Theoden or
A lot of people
Eomer?
noted that this was.
Okay,
the
those
thing
are some
that was
pretty
missing.
models.
So here it is. In all
That
of its glory.
spearhead is massive.
The spearhead
You're
looks
responsible for
horrible,
sculpting
and
and
particularly
designing this
when
wonderful miniature.
these models are
This was, like
supposed
the
to be
rest of
more
the
true to
plastic
life,
range,
and that's
since the middle
not
of
at
team setup.
all.
This is Gavin
That
Newton,
spear, he would
but,
not be able to throw that or handle it.
Yeah, like people are like next, 40k.
Hours movie came out and first saw riding around.
Actually,
Jeez.
there are a lot of
Strategy
people
back again.
saying that
To be able to
they
use
look
like plastic.
kind of nice, so
The advances
people are
in
not
miniatures design
being
in the
as
time of the early 2000s when things
hateful
were
about
being
it.
released, the
Of a
metal
dead
miniatures,
game.
being
There
Wow,
are like
no.
Do people still really care about
plastic miniatures that we see.
More time, please.
Bretonia confirmed?
As you mentioned, Gavin Newton consistently delivering these.
Okay, so we can
a number of wonderful.
Do we
this
think
one.
these are plastic models?
They're plastic, I think. Which
hope
they,
so.
they look pretty
How do you
nice
decide upon
for
what
plastic.
But what about that
models
horse?
on
That horse
the
looks pretty
miniature?
good.
Because it looks like we've got all of the different permutations.
Yeah, but who
present in the
cares?
photograph there. So can you just run through how can this model be assembled, just so we're all clear.
So this guy, as you can see, so the foot model. Let's start with that. You can build
Yes,
him.
they're talking
with a
about how it can
sword
be
or a
assembled.
spear.
I'm so
You can
excited.
build him
Tell
carrying
me.
his helmet.
Wait, he
So
doesn't
you can
have to
a
hold
shield.
the spear,
There's also a
thank
shield
God.
option and a helmet option there too. So
Wait till you see the
lots
sword.
and lots of options with this model because the profile in the
That's
game.
true,
the
has
spear was
lots of
big.
Look like
choices
shit.
As well. We wanted to represent those.
But the model itself looks like I
likewise,
really
the
like
mounted figure,
the person.
he's
like
got
the
all
model.
those options as well.
And like, look at the face.
So
Yeah, he looks
you
pretty
can make
good.
sure that your
Yeah, it
foot
looks
and mounted
nice.
model
Like,
correspond
don't throw that
alongside
out with
each
the
other,
giant
so
spear
that
of
when-
bathwater.
If sadly
Well,
Firefly gets
I
killed in
don't
the game,
want
his
to.
horse, you can put him on foot and know that he'll be using exactly the same equipment. It's really cool.
Like, it's a
Yeah,
nice
wow.
model. I just-
And then you've also got the
You
option
know,
of using,
I guess
in,
we
a
had
number
to
of the
know
legendary
that this was
legions
going to
that are on
come
the
here.
Oh yeah,
Rohan
preview
book,
pictures were leaked
defending Helm's
like
Deep.
last night of this
Indeed.
model, so we
Okay.
knew it was coming.
Well, and
Indeed,
people,
so
like,
Aim is actually
since
a
this
really,
is
really
one of
useful
two
character in the
previews,
game.
right?
So in terms
They
of-
had to put this
obviously he's in the
here
Rohan
such
army,
that
he's
people
normal,
would still
like
be
you
really
said, he's in the
excited to
legendary
come
legions that
back.
are
Like,
in,
they put
Rohan,
the things
war, but-
least desirable.
Sorry, War in Rohan.
I'm
but
surprised they
he's
didn't
also
show
got,
it like second.
a part to play in some of the
Yeah.
War.
And are they really only going to show this
So,
model?
Obviously,
I guess so. That's a little disappointing.
Why we've
That,
already made
like-
Yeah, I
him
feel
a
if they want
fantastic
to like
character.
get more people
Because he's
to
got
be
application
actually
number of
more
different
excited
options.
about
Absolutely.
this,
Story-wise, it's
it
all
would
quite an
help
awful
to
thing.
have
Had
a
you
little
known
bit
that
more,
even as people
you
were
know?
asking,
Yeah,
all
no,
these
it
last
does
many
say
months
in
or years,
plastic,
plastic AMO,
so
please,
that's
plastic
something.
AMON. You've just been sitting on this knowledge, knowing that it was coming.
So that
yeah.
at least
Absolutely,
allows it
absolutely.
to be, even if
He's
you
a bit
don't
of a-
want
I
to
guess
use
it's fair
it
to say he is the beat stick of the Rohan
in
armies.
like Middle
A
Earth, you
very
could maybe
competent and
convert it.
capable fighter.
Problem is, isn't there a
worth
little
being
bit of
aware
a
the
scale
interplay
difference between?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure
they're
there
supposed to be
is.
smaller.
Definitely is.
Well, so it
Yeah.
might work with Anna's Sunhold or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would
kind of
actually
going
be pretty
for
There's
good
an
for
interplay
that.
between those characters.
If you
Yeah, that's
get,
right. That's right. Absolutely.
there are
He's a
pictures
very
on
valid
the
part of
live
Rohan
thing
army.
of him with the
And obviously,
sword,
like
at
you
least
say,
for
the
me
last
now.
MMO model we
To me,
did,
he kind of
the one
looks
you've been selling
really
more recently
or
was
sort
in
of
2002.
squatty.
We just felt like it was time to update that
I think
figure
that's
and give that
just-
profile a
well,
really nice
he
model
does
to go on.
sort of.
If you scroll down further at him,
So we've seen all these lovely
or
plastic
for me
miniatures coming
anyway,
out
there's
just
something
in the last
below.
18 months. Is that pretty much?
Not yet. For me.
No, it's not for you. Well,
should I check in?
Here it is. Yeah, the sword looks okay.
Yeah, the sword looks alright.
The sword looks better. His legs are really far apart.
GW loves that.
But that's because he was riding a horse.
Always riding a horse. You got the bow legs.
Yeah, so he's used to that.
It's because you can use the same up on foot. They just said that. You just take him right off the horse and put him right on the ground. He's got the horse riding legs.
Huh.
Yeah, he looks fine. It is kind of interesting, that they have all these different options for the model. Like, they even, they have his little shield that you can glue to the side of the horse if you want. It is weird, he has the scabbard on his side. And is it always, if he's holding the spear, the sword's not there? That's kind of weird.
Well, it doesn't look like there's a sword in there, because I don't see a hilt speaking out.
So it's you'd think they would have made
He lost it. This is mid-battle. He lost his helmet and his sword.
But he's holding
he's holding the helmet. So he took it off.
But there is the sword. I think I can see the sword, but it's just weird because I think that's the sword.
I don't know. Where's the pommel? You can't see the pommel.
I think it's due to the angle, though.
But then it looks exactly the same when he's holding the sword.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm not a sword expert.
Well, I mean, I'm not either. But
he's shamed that he lost it. All right, so
enough. Lord of the Rings.
So
Horus Heresy.
They're talking about designing stuff. They're talking about.
It looks like based on this one online, there's a Warhammer Online preview graphic that GW made that seems like it has the picture of the Middle-earth guy, a picture of Lionel Johnson, of the cow, and Fabulous Bill. So that's probably all they're going to reveal.
Oh, that's the cow. Okay. So the left is the elf one. What's the right one? You're saying that's the lion?
The ones are there four?
Yeah.
The first one's the Middle-earth guy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
The second one is
They'll drop another preview. I bet you they'll get everyone hyped up for 4, and they'll be like, one last thing.
What?
That's
yeah. The lion will be one last thing. That'll be why they're so butthurt. Or Fabulous Bill.
Mark II plastic armor Primaris scale.
They're not going to do that for a while, if ever, because...
Better not.
I don't care. Just do MK2 in plastic, and then I can just stick them on Primaris, because,
I don't know. I don't know if they care enough. Is there enough business for pre-heresy? I don't know. It used to be huge, but I don't know if it's still huge.
People will be so butthurt in the Horus Heresy community if they would do something like that.
But if they did another kit Cow 4 burning a Prospero, I think Heresy's still chugging along. It's quite healthy. I still loads of events here. Well, not anymore due to a certain outbreak, but before that, it seems to be chugging along pretty. And I think the people who are very vested in Heresy have no qualms about dropping thousands of pounds of resin, yearly to build a new army.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
We used to buying all that Forge World stuff and nothing but.
He just said thanks for talking about this model and thanks for hinting at new stuff that might be coming. I can see so many people in the chat are excited about new Lord of the Rings stuff. I'm like, I don't know that I see that. I see a lot of Angron World Eaters.
Yeah.
It's a very niche. I think there is a community that still plays it.
Brains, give me dwarves.
Epstein didn't kill himself. That's a good one.
Oh jeez. They're bringing squats back, boys. They're bringing squats back.
The one thing that I saw in there, people keep saying Emperor's Children. I didn't actually, for some reason, I saw Fabulous Bill, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, Fabulous Bill, whatever. But I didn't stop to think that they might actually be doing Emperor's Children as well. That would be impressive.
I would think they would make his mutated Marine buddies for Fabulous Bill. If anything, they'd make them, and then that would be it.
So.
They won't.
No, but they
also need to redo the Khorne Berserkers. Jeez.
Oh yeah. They're called Flesh. What are they called? The Flesh Terror, Flesh whatevers from Necromunda. Just get those and smash them with some Space Marines. Corpse Grinders. Thanks.
Yeah, they don't need to redo the Khorne Berserker kit, Nick. It's pretty much perfect.
Oh, yes.
I really like them, but they look
Got it
awful.
in one.
They
Shit, was
look
that
so
1988?
Probably.
I've seen some good conversions using the Age of Sigmar Khorne guys, like to make Khorne Berserkers. I've seen some very cool stuff.
Yeah. Yep. I've been hacking up a bunch of old shitty Chaos Marines. The part of the backpack, or not the backpack, the torso, like that goes behind the collar, that's pretty cool on Khorne Berserkers. So that's a fun thing you could cut off and use.
They have pretty cool plasma pistols.
They have chain axes, so you can take those.
Giant basketball-sized bear heads.
Fuck yeah.
As well.
That's what I like.
I think that's it.
So do you think the Lion's coming next?
Or it's going to be the
Bill?
Lion.
I think the Lion's going to be last. I think Fabulous Bill is next because they said they made like a fun video for him. So I think it's going to be like Fabulous Bill. I'd be like, oh, hope you guys had a great time. This is so great. Oh, Warhammer Community. Oh, what's this? There's something? Oh, we got transmissions from the Rock. And then it's
have Fabulous Bill come in like a JoJo-style entrance.
That would be funny.
The biggest reveal would be female Space Marines. That would be the biggest reveal.
I actually think you would have several hundred people have aneurysms immediately and just
so
drop dead
great.
from sheer rage.
I would love it.
The statistics for like the fatalities of the coronavirus would just have this real weird view where we're just like 30 people died like simultaneously
all over the world.
Everywhere. Hundreds of people are they just died, and it's just like, but it turns out that was due to just chronic aneurysms. Just
God, this just reminds me of that guy who got so upset with the Sisters reveal. He angrily put on his Instagram that he's going to start a pin-up Sisters army. And I'm like, okay, fair. This doesn't affect me in the slightest.
Yeah, Jesus.
Like he didn't already have one anyway.
Yes, with those raging hormone models.
We should figure out from the people in the chat what they think is coming up.
Yeah, what does the chat think?
We got Carlos, we got Adrian. Who else we got?
People want Noise Marines.
What are you guys in the chat thinking?
People want Marine Primaris bikes. That would be a thing.
Nah, not bikes. I want Marines on hoverboards.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, Greg is making one of those. I sent him a Marine. He's supposed to make a hoverboard Marine. I sent it to him before they even came out.
Someone in the actual Warhammer chat said Kroot. They wanted Kroot.
Yes, Kroot. I honestly, I think we're dreaming in Technicolor, but the Kroot invasion thing has spawned to. We have a Discord now.
Oh, that's cool.
That Kroot guy and Ironbeak mercenaries, they're pushing hard to get like 5-6 Kroot teams for Adepticon 2021. And I don't know. People keep saying like, I wonder if Games Workshop has noticed an increase in the amount of Kroot they're selling, because I don't imagine they sell many Kroot normally.
Yeah,
but there's been a lot of people who've been inspired by this project, and like I've seen a lot of people buying them, converting Kroot. So it'd be interesting to know if they've even noticed, like if it's even a blip on their radar.
Those Kroot armies are so damn cool.
It's just fun. The Kroot are just fun models. Like you put a Kroot head on anything, it looks better.
Well, except for the normal plastic Space Marines, I don't think you could do anything to make them look better.
They would look
But you guys are gonna be excited. There are some crazy ideas in the Kroot Discord happening right now. What's the one? It's called like the Kroot of the Infernal Fens or something. That one of my boys is making. There's some cool ideas. There's like a Kroot Necron idea. I'm excited to see where this all goes.
Well, I think I'm going to bounce. I've seen enough Lord of the Rings and Cowman.
No, the good shit's coming.
Is
Eli,
it really? We don't know that.
I'm hungry though.
All right, well, it was nice having you, Eli.
No. Oh, yeah, it was really, really good joining you all, having a good little quick chat. Good seeing you, gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, good luck with
thanks for appearing.
Everything.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
Yeah,
let me know if
see you,
anything
man.
crazy comes out.
We will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Godspeed.
Stay safe.
yeah.
Au revoir.
Let's see. I just put in the chat a bunch of emojis of not like this. Oh, there it is in the chat. It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't look fast.
It went up through real fast.
Yeah, the chat.
It would have been
the chat on Twitch is moving too fast.
40,000. Oh my goodness, 40,000 people are watching it. It's
Perfect.
almost.
Yeah,
Cap
that's
it.
pretty good.
Pick
Remove
up the-
Ultramarines from the game.
Battlefleet Gothic Epic. Ooh, there's a baby shark thing.
Someone mentioned Lucius along with Emperor's Children.
Oh, it's happening.
Okay.
40K.
Going.
It's
We're
happening.
going.
Fabulous Bill.
Oh, we're going,
Ready?
boys.
We're going.
Oh, let's get the sound on.
I think this is the Bill video.
But I managed to preserve you.
Yeah, it's
And I only
fabulous.
hoped for long enough. Now, brace yourself. This is going to hurt.
That looks 3D rendered, right?
Yeah.
Even in death, I will see you serve.
Oh, fabulous
right.
Bill. Sounding
Oh,
good, buddy.
damn!
Okay.
See? I like. He's still got giant shoulder pads.
I like his backpack.
He looks exactly like the other model. I really like that.
He does look exactly like
His
the
legs
model.
look nice.
I think his abdomen's too small.
Look, we can just stick a little spacer in there, Adam, and it'll be
Yeah,
right as
Some
rain.
plastic card. Come on. Okay,
Yeah,
let's see.
I mean,
how-
you'd have to
okay.
change it.
Hi everyone, welcome
And
back to the Warhammer Preview
He
Online.
is not on my Canada
Back
page yet.
From the Warhammer Studio.
What the fuck? It's supposed to
Wait,
be
wait,
up
wait.
instantly.
I am. a
God.
little bit
Oh,
more
no,
involved
it's up on
now
mine.
Here he
It's
is,
up on
he's up.
mine.
Video again
He's up.
than I was previously.
Oh, there's that original
can you
Fabius
tell-
Bile art. I really like that art.
Oh yeah, it is up for me.
Oh, and
Huh.
it does like a weird thing
Oh,
where
that's
it, like,
so cool! You can like, scroll over him and it
he
like
does actually look like he has a torso.
He does, but it's pretty good. It's good. And he's not squatting. That's
no, he's
like
walking. He's
incredible.
pimp walking. Look at that cane. Look at that.
Pimp
Oh, what's wrong
cane.
with his right hand? Has his right hand always been messed up? Is that just a glove?
Yeah.
That's
kinda-
just a weird looking glove.
It is.
Oh
good.
boy,
the
we're getting
spider.
new rules
Oh.
for Imperial Assassins.
Oh, missed that.
Agents of Bile.
What do people think of Fabulous Bill's nose? They made him look more like a
It's-
mad scientist, like the classic dumb mad scientist, and I don't really
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I don't.
I always felt like he should have a more like hawk-like nose, like not like a big
Yeah.
big old schnoz.
Yeah.
But you could probably, like with Adam's
You
esteemed
could
sculpting
change it.
skills, you could
Yeah,
do
like,
it. You
it
could
wouldn't
change
be
it.
hard
Their
to
pleasure
change.
centers are kind of
I posted on Twitter. I don't know why,
And
but
he's
when I
slightly
looked at it,
obsessed with
that
cloning
leaked
things.
pic of him, the line on his nose, like the ridge kind of line, to me, it's like the top of a half mask. So it made me think of like, what's his name, Hannibal Lecter, how he has that like grill.
Oh yes.
And you can
Hello,
like very
Clarice.
easily put a grill in there along that line, and it works for me.
The creation of a new
It covers the nose
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Basically bettering.
I like that. It's a good
even
kit.
Better.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
looks pretty
Better
good.
is-
He's got swagger.
I think he's got his own definition.
His
of what better
stupid.
looks like.
He has
To
a
a given
gigantic
standard of
scalpel
improvement.
on his side.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, pointed upwards, that one's not so good.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that. I mean, I guess it was to be like the
Oh.
previous one, but
They're talking about how
bad.
he's spending time with the homunculi. I like that. That's still
not
nice.
a nice fellow.
So the
Yeah, he's
General Battle
pretty
Brother, from
cool.
whose perspective we just saw that video, he might be about to contribute to Fabius Bile's great
he's
work.
pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm sure that he will have an interesting new life.
I mean, he looks relatively tall.
So,
The little
Fabius
that
Bile,
they
over the
had
years,
like
we've
a
seen,
spin of it,
at the end of the-
it looks like his Emperor Children
Traitors
legs
flee
look
into the Hour of
cool.
Terror.
Mm.
Fabius Bile kind of uses his knowledge of.
Oh, he's the last of the
Arthur's
original classic
physiology
Chaos
to
Space Marine
bargain
characters to be
himself into a position
updated.
of power. So,
What about Doom
in the Hour of
Rider?
Terror,
Come
he-
on.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Rider. Hopefully he rode off into the warp, never to return.
I think that's actually his fluff.
So, unlike the Loyalist
Yeah.
chapters, where you have a nice, neat,
Yeah, his
clean
pose is a lot
apothecary and
better.
some
He
wet
doesn't look like he's doing a
legions,
come at me,
a
bro.
lot of the traitor legions end up kind of.
Also, in
carved
his
from
the
wherever
little
can
blurb
find
they
it.
wrote about him, they say
effectively
he is the
creating
last of the original
Mongol,
classic Chaos Space,
Chaos
quote unquote
Marines,
classic
DC'd from
Chaos Space
wherever
Marine
they can
characters
find
to be
it, so anyway,
updated,
to
and just
survive.
like Abaddon,
Fabius Bile has
Ahriman,
used that in a kind of
Karn,
knowledge to,
he's well worth the wait.
to, yeah,
Notice they
kind
did
of
not mention
build an
Typhus.
empire for himself.
Typhus
He,
did get updated.
has,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's
made
not
his lair
the
in
way
Chrome World.
because he
He's
was
bad.
shit.
in the Hour of Terror, so
He's really
former
bad.
Eldar,
world, right at the heart of the Eye of Terror. So
Eli's like, as soon as I jumped off.
He looks good. I like him.
So
yeah, he's good.
He has turned his back on Fulgrim.
He's turned his back on Fulgrim.
Really, he's definitely his own.
He's turned his back on the Emperor's Children. Okay, so definitely
from
no
that
Emperor's
original
Children.
tranche of the Codex Chaos.
He should
That
still
was
have
easy.
dudes he
That original group
makes.
of characters that we've now seen,
That was the
returning
easy
in
way
plastic
to not have
forms
to
of
make
Khan the
those
Betrayer,
models.
who broke up the world.
Kind of like how they like locked up
Saruman,
Slanesh for a while. They're like,
turned
we
all
don't
the
want to do
thousands
this.
to dust. And Fabius File, who
He's in a
before
cage.
Lucius the Eternal was ever a feature, he was the Emperor's Children Marine who left the Emperor's Children. He was a renegade.
They also
from his own
mentioned
legion.
Lucius the Eternal. That's another guy
still
who hasn't
very
been
much true.
updated yet.
And I think it's quite.
He wasn't really one of the classic models, though.
Right.
Clearly inspired by that Mark Gibbons piece. That
Yeah, the model looks very much like the Mark Gibbons artwork that we already
They're
mentioned.
saying that, yeah, right now.
Yeah.
That's literally what they
one
just
of the
said.
brightest front covers of the Games Workshop publication. I think
With a mushroom cloud.
Yeah, I think Dave Gallagher managed to use all the crayons.
Not like this.
Like all the colours. It was very
Yeah,
much
what are
kind of
people
my-
on Twitch
my
saying?
foundational time with the hobby.
Well, I'm not
So it's great to see.
They probably reacted immediately, and now it's just crap
faithful
about.
reproduction
Show
of
us Space
the original
Marines.
miniature and Mark's artwork.
That was
There's
Space
lots of
Marine. Are you not paying
nods to
attention?
both of those. The first time I saw the miniature, I was like,
Primaris
that's how I remember
Stormcast.
it.
That would be pretty
And
neat.
it's only really when you look at like that.
They are, aren't they?
Honourable Jez Goodwin
Already?
from kind of 24.
Oh, it was a
5
Jez
years
Goodwin
ago,
model. I thought so.
old.
The old one.
Yeah, it was. All
Oh, they're showing his little buddy now.
I like him. I don't really like that they changed it from the artwork to have him like pulling out the gene seed rather than
What
just
the fuck?
injecting
His
it.
little buddy, like, his hands are huge.
I know. Yes, they're huge.
Well, that's because he's
He's a malformed mutant.
He's part of Fabius Bar's kind of
That can remove any dissatisfaction with the model. Can just be like,
a Primaris Space Marine.
Bill changed him.
And,
Bill
I like
made him
seeing
look
what a
bad.
gene seed looks like, but I guess we kind of saw that with one of the apothecaries or something.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of dumb.
Quite keen to get hold
It looks
of
like a
their
grenade
genetic
from
code.
Half-Life.
It looks like a spore mine.
To see what
That's why I like it so much.
from it.
I feel it would be
he's a bit less
good
fussy
for
over everything else,
Tyranid
so,
conversions and
see
stuff.
what he makes of it.
The little tiny spore mine.
Will we find some of this in
The smallest spore mine that could.
Yes, we definitely will.
Maybe what that means, the gene seed is actually just some sort of Tyranid thing, and the biggest reveal is that Space Marines were Tyranids all along, and it's just a long con.
There's always kind of
getting ready to.
networks of betrayal and plans within plans.
Who knows?
For Fabius Bar. So yes, he appears in
Death Guard. Oh, okay. So we got Death Guard, Officio Assassinorum,
along with some other
Talons of the Emperor. All have their reasons. They're all.
Can you let us know what other factions those will be?
I can, yeah. So Fabius
Ruins of the Cadia system.
Doesn't really make friends with anybody. So
new rules for Adeptus Custodes, Sisters of Silence, Imperial Assassins.
Fleet
Okay.
led by the Adeptus Custodes.
Is this just the next from the Awakening, Psychic Awakening thing?
Yeah, it's called War of the Spider. The next one.
allies with the Renegades.
Yeah, that's after Machine War, which is when all the sexy AdMech are going to come out.
AdMech Cowboys.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm living for the AdMech Batman.
So yeah, it's a really good three-way
that's
fight
the
between those.
thing.
And it also
That's the
because he is such a
thing.
threat,
There are also additional rules for each of the 7 plague companies of the Death Guard. I didn't know Death Guard needed more rules, but
hunt the spider to his lair.
They must
the
have
new
they've just
Chaos
been popular, I imagine.
so they've given him his own army called the Agents of Bile.
Well, Stu, thank you.
That
Maybe
sounds
they'll
like
be
sharing
more
more
similar
details
to
about the
like
upcoming Fabius Bar.
some of the older like Eye of Terror, like
Thanks, Wade.
I still have that codex.
Chaos.
Oh, but now you guys ruined it for me. Now I want like one of those like messed up mutant Space Marines they used to make.
Yeah,
But
I'm
those old models are
surprised
not
they
great,
didn't.
but-
I guess they just didn't want to make them.
You're not actually surprised because they didn't want to invest money to do that.
People here comes the voice of reason yet again.
People you can just buy the kind of garbage Gal Vorbach models.
Hey, those are beautiful. I love
No,
those.
they're
Shut your mouth.
like, come on, man, they're not
I
beautiful.
love those. I like no question. Love those models.
Like they
Gal
look
Vorbach?
cool, but like if you look at them, it's
They're
like they
not
just
well
upscaled the shitty-looking Space Marine armor. There's like literally no detail on it. Like they need a
It's got
lot
all
of
kinds of
work.
mutant things and like weird sigils from word bearers. I love those, and I want to convert them into mutant Tyranid Space Marines. I've got some.
I feel there's something that people like are happy that they're scaled better and are larger, and certain aspects are nice. But if they were designed by, I don't know, like Simon Egan in the same general poses, they would have looked so much better.
Maybe.
They would have. But I mean, overall, they're cool. But like they still have some of the bad looks of like Horus Heresy Space Marines that I like can't get over. Their mutations look good. There's the size of them is also good, but like some of the stuff, like some of their thighs and stuff look really like almost like anemic and bad looking. And like their feet, if they have the Space Marine armored feet, they look pretty bad. But then again, like if you compare them to the normal Horus Heresy shit, they look incredible. So like,
yeah. Well, so what do people think about Lionel Johnson? Do they like him?
Has it popped up?
I'm pure. I haven't seen him yet.
It hasn't popped up, but it's already all over the internet.
Let's Nick just come into it like a pure innocent flower.
That's right. Wait, you've already seen it, Nick?
Yeah. I was unfortunately spoiled because Little Legend Studio put it on my Instagram feed.
That bastard puts everything in his Instagram feed. So much click spam.
Yeah, everyone's seen it. Yeah, man. War Boss Kurgan has already like done all the postings showing like where the rumor engine things were. He's pretty.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty quick on that.
Here? Yes, yeah. He's all. It's like his hobby. It's really good. He's really good at it.
He's really nice as well.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy. I'm gonna send you while we're still on Fabulous Bill before the next thing jumps up. I'm gonna try and send something to you in the chat, Adam.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a JoJo meme out of.
Do it. People.
No, back in the day, Hydra created he did his own conversion of Fabius Bile with like epoxy sculpt and stuff.
Wow.
I don't have a.
Cool.
Oh god, it's a Pinterest link. Am I even gonna be able to?
If you're gonna send the link, send it in our Hangout chat. I can actually click on that. I can't click on it in Twitch, or I could if I had Twitch open, but I'm watching that through Streamlabs.
So I just sent it through to you.
I think. Oh, he's cool.
It's not a. Oh god, I hate Pinterest so much.
Pinterest, this is not
like I understand why they do the things they do, but it just really pisses me off. Oh, here we go. Okay. I've got a better one for you.
Actually, are people gonna post anything for Inc. 28th since it's the 28th today?
I have nothing. I feel like I don't have enough Inc. 28 stuff.
He looks cool.
If it's anything 40K related, you can post it and just say.
That's a bit cheaty.
I don't have a hobby space at the moment, so I haven't been able to do any hobby.
That blows.
Well, if you go on Instagram, you can see Lionel Johnson.
I don't want to. I want to see him. Stay pure, other Nick. Stay pure.
Well, I'm going to start telling you what's wrong with the model right now.
No, wait.
Wait.
Here's another look at him. Yeah, so Hydra created this Fabius Bile. He did a lot of sculpting on him. I really like him. Like he still got the old squatty. He did this years and years and years ago, so he still got the old squatty marine proportions. But
it's interesting because he kind of has the bulbous nose too from that.
Oh yeah, he predicted it.
Yeah, he knew. Yeah, he knew what was needed to be done.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah. Although I was looking at the that cool reveal thing where they let you look at the old model and the new model. It's kind of amazing how close they're sticking.
Oh, it's like almost exact. It's like almost exactly the same.
Which is pretty neat.
Yeah, and that means that we can blame Jess Goodwin for having the scalpel sticking up, because on the original model, that scalpel was sticking up.
It was smaller, though, on the original
It was smaller.
model.
Yeah, true.
But his pistol is, like, really dumb looking. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but, like, it's way too big. Like,
of course, but you know that's going to happen. Like, that's...
Yeah,
that's par.
That's GW's MO.
You could just steal the homunculus stinger pistol. It would work perfectly, and I think it's smaller.
It is small. I would just convert something differently entirely because they're all too big.
Yeah.
that's just what it's gonna be. Lifeboats on chat here saying Pinterest is my favorite social media.
I mean, it's fine if you're logged in, but if you don't want to be logged in, you just want to like grab a picture quickly.
Oh, jeez.
Like so many times, I'm like, "That's a really cool picture," and I go to look at it on Pinterest, and it's like giant. Sign up for Pinterest. There's no like click to dismiss, click to continue.
Yeah.
We have a between the Bolter and me has a Pinterest account.
Whoa.
Oh, I got one too, but
I mean, I
post to
forget
it
to use
automatically.
it like often. Oh my God, war cry's happening.
Oh, Warcry! That's
Shit! Okay, I've been expecting these Bernie lads. Oh,
What?
come on,
I have
don't.
not.
Oh, shit!
Oh, they're cool. He's cool. Or he's okay.
He's maybe
Holy
less
shit, these are great.
They're better.
Pardon my
than I.
French. Terribly sorry. I didn't mean to use the expletives.
Oh, why can't
Okay,
it
so
be
they
this?
didn't show much.
Oh, fuck.
Ben?
Hey Wade, I'm great, mate. How are you?
I am grand, thank you.
It's
You
Ben
would have been
Johnson.
Out
Cool.
at Adepticon doing part of this, I imagine, wouldn't you?
Who's Ben Johnson?
Yeah, it would have been. Obviously, the circumstances have changed somewhat. It's a real shame, actually.
Damn,
really looking
Warcry
forward
is
to
such
getting
a good
back
game.
over to Adepticon, seeing all the
goddamn.
guys who organise it.
Ben Johnson's part
going
of
to the Heroes Dinner,
one of the
and also
GW
doing
teams,
doing this
but
preview
he's
live.
not to be
You know, I think
confused
1,000
with Ben
people are gonna be in the room.
Jefferson,
And also obviously asking us questions as well. which
who's
is
also
the
from
thing I miss the most,
GW.
actually, some of the good and some of the not so good questions that we get asked in preview.
Well, there are.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's good to finally
So
see.
if you see any questions popping up in the Twitch chat, by all means,
But
attend
we
to them,
need
but
to
they
see
might be coming
pictures
into
of the
the
actual. Oh, they're up
So,
on
let's
for
turn
me
our attentions
anyway.
to the lovely video we just saw.
On-
The Scions
Yeah.
of Flame finally.
Right, let's have a look. Let's
All
have
right,
a game.
the one
Scions
samurai
of
looking
Flame?
dude looks pretty neat.
Oh,
Oh, there's the one female person. They're cool.
Oh my god. Oh, the
They
leader
work
looks so
together.
damn
They
cool.
have raging flame.
The leader looks so damn cool. I love the flamberge. Oh, I know. Okay,
What's a
before you say
flamberge?
it's too large for him, but let me just
It's
enjoy
okay.
the model first.
It's okay. It's
What's a
not too bad.
flamberge?
It's a special kind of two-handed sword which has that wavy pattern on it.
It's not
Oh,
that
Wiggly sword.
large.
Yeah.
All things considered. All right.
Oh
they're
man, those
cool.
masks are so good, and the the female one with the mace is very good.
They're horribly burned, but they've not quite been consumed by that.
They're
flame.
horribly burned. I
Then
don't
we've
see
got
it
the
on the
brazen
models.
champion.
They don't
who's
look
next.
like they're burned.
Oh, they
He's
show a
an
few more models
executioner.
actually. They've got a guy
The
with a
female
flaming
models, their
axe.
faces are
and
horribly
decapitates him
burned. You can tell.
with his axe.
They got a
Okay.
flaming
Let's get on
axe,
the
which
one.
looks extremely cool.
And then
Their
we've got a
faces
couple
aren't
of the,
burned. None of these people look
The
burned.
leader dude is burned.
Oh
He has
damn,
the
these
armor.
these are sick.
the meat and potatoes of the game.
The
And
caster
then on
staff
the
looks
far
really
right,
really
we've
cool as
got
well.
Inferno.
The one with there's like a kind of a
She's
mask
the
that
Inferno
looks sort of like a
priest.
sun that he's actually burning. He looks kind of cool.
There's a
Yeah,
guy,
Strength
another
factors
masked guy with
include things
horns who actually looks like he has
hearts of
reasonably sized
salamanders,
weapons.
half
My
of
word.
magma drops.
Oh yeah,
two
yeah. The
realms,
wiggly dagger
Yeah.
in a ritual which
and the wiggly.
creates
These
The
are all.
curse or
I
whatever.
have to say, this is one of the strongest Warcry releases I've seen compared to the Spire Tyrants.
power of that ritual to essentially
Well, okay. Compared to the Spire
completely
Tyrants, it's
consumed
like
by fire.
compared to Squatty Marines, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
The only
Okay,
one I-
alright.
risk, high reward.
The only one I'm not
definitely high
too
risk, high
fond
reward,
of is
yeah.
the one in the
Controlling that
center
flame,
of
controlling
the
that
picture
fire
that's
is
like
really
kind of throwing a
Far.
Flame
grenade on
Oh,
He's
yeah,
Mine
terrible.
is close.
I've seen a few
His
comments
feet
in the
are way
chat
too
seeing the
big.
amount of flame in these kind
His
of
head's nice.
models,
His
suggesting
head's
that maybe
looks
they've got
fine.
something to do with Zinch.
But
It
overall,
sounds like
this
it's suggesting
seems
that
like a
they see-
good
they probably don't
range.
even know
Okay,
about
these
chaos,
are
they
an
see-
instant buy
they
for
don't know
me.
about Zinch,
Like
they
just
see
for
chaos
conversion
and flames
parts.
and they're worshipping
The
that.
one really
Yeah, correct.
muscled
So,
dude
as
with
with all
the
those
the
Warhammers, one of the
axe
big
or whatever,
things we've
like
got to
it's
do
cool
with
because he
Warhammer
actually
explore
looks
what the
muscular
chaos
and like
to,
different
people
from
a
the
little
others.
bit
Like they all kind of
down
have
the tier
sort of
almost.
different body
How do they
types, which
see
I
That
think
axe
is
is
cool.
so damn cool.
Without knowing quite what core nerve was
His helmet's really cool too. Like, I like the
say,
horns on
these
it.
guys worship
The leader guy's
through,
neat.
through fire from Acchi. I
Sure, they're all
imagine that
pretty
they're
Hi,
working
Nacho
in some
Shack.
way, that passion, that aggression, but they don't know that yet.
Are you guys looking on the Warhammer
Constantly
Community
thinking
site? They
of
have this
the way
cool new
that,
thing where they're like
learn
cycling
about
through the
action
pictures.
from the
It's like
launch
a
of
new
Warhammer Age of Sigmar,
function.
the Korgos Cool and the Gore-Tide.
Yeah,
You
I'm
saw an awful lot of the
cycling
action
through. I like
taking
it.
place in action
I
over the
like
last few years.
cycling.
We've seen
Adam, you can cycle and we can
visiting,
talk about
developing
each
other bits of
individual
it. So it's
model.
lovely to come back. It almost feels like then coming back.
Which is
finally to
people's
see what
favorite?
life was like.
I like I like the mask of the guy burning a lot.
I like the leader guy, but also a close second has got to be the guy with a small dagger and the scaled cloak.
Yeah, he looks like kind of the silhouette picture.
I think I like the priestess or the
priestess is good. The other dark skinned female with the is cool.
Chakra? The word you're looking for is chakra.
Okay.
I don't know, that's what Secret of Mana called it.
Okay. And the one with the little horns and the Sub-Zero mask is
by
cool.
far the worst is the one who has the flaming like orb.
It looks like it looks like almost like someone else designed him, or it was done with an afterthought.
His
But you
feet
say
are
he's
way
the worst.
too
Like, I
big.
still think
He
I
looks.
still think
Ward
that-
Sylvania is in the house here, and he says he sees conversion opportunity. So yeah, I certainly see conversion opportunity.
I'm gonna have to buy these. I can make an inquisitorial retinue out of them.
No, what you mean is you can create some awesome Adeptus Titanicus Titans out of these.
Yes.
No, but I think you could make a cool Ink 28 Warband. Or honestly, a bunch of the female models look like they would be good for like a Mordheim Warband.
Yeah, they would.
But ultimately, I feel this warband, more so than a lot of them, has a lot of diversity in like body types, gender, and like heights and whatnot, which would make a cool Ink 28 warband. I feel you could probably almost try to convert most of them and have this nice scale of like
Also,
the muscle,
the one female model who has that weird looking like circular punch dagger thing, she would very easily, you could convert her into like a Sister of Sigmar or something.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Their faces have got, facial sculpting has got so good at the moment. Like the scarred lady with the flaming mace.
Wait. Speaking of this being a gold mine, Ben Johnson just said this is the last thing that you guys know about, but certainly not the end of Warcry. So there's
yes.
That's good.
I love Warcry. I wish I could play it more.
I've never played it. I need to play it.
It's extremely good.
It's really fast. Some of the scenarios can be pretty like they can like depending on like what scenario you get, if the game's over in one turn and it's like not even a game, and that can be a little like meh. But some of that's just random. But it sort of forces you to like play in different ways based on the scenario and how you have to split up your little warband.
I kind of think from what the games you've talked about playing, Adam, it said it sounds like it can be a really swingy and not always that awesome.
Yeah.
But it seems like it would be good for larger Ink 28 games and such, in the sense that you would have to do away with some of the scenario stuff, but just to like speed things up and not have like constantly rolling to hit, to wound, armor save. Like, do you have an invulnerable save? Is that line of sight? Like, kind of condensing all that to a quicker thing that the game isn't as much of the focus as just sort of the narrative unfolding, maybe some role-playing elements and just hanging out with your friends,
Yeah, so one of the biggest things about Warcry, which I know I've talked about before, is the notion it completely got rid of any progression of like the models themselves, which is kind of a shame. But they have a progression of like the warband as a whole, and them like conquering more territory, finding artifacts and stuff, which that is neat. But if you could take that and add back in some of the progression systems of like other games, like Warhammer or something,
I think,
it would be better.
Oh, that's what I really like about Necromunda and about Shadow War. So it makes me a little less interested in Warcry now.
Oh yeah, it's completely gone. There's nothing. There's no.
I guess
like,
it's good
almost
for, like,
no
picking
character
up, but-
progression.
Oh yeah, so they tried to focus it to be able to, you could go to a store and get a pickup game of it and have a slight amount of like your tribe getting better, whereas Necromunda is squarely, you can't really do pickup games with the real. I mean, you could do it, but not you wouldn't really get the enjoyment of the campaign and watching your gang get different rival gangs and whatnot. So I think they wanted to streamline it more and have it such that you could easily have a league with other people and it doesn't really matter who you play. So it was
if you like lose too many games or other people in your league play too many games, like there's a vast discrepancy. Like if like someone's taken over a lot more territories, they just get a lot more points to like make their war bands. So like you get really, it gets pretty unbalanced pretty fast, which is also like kind of bad.
I finally got the Forge World email saying that Lionel Johnson's coming. I didn't expect it. I mean, I've already seen it, but
well, I'm still pure. I still haven't looked him up. Still haven't run across him on Instagram. So, I was gonna say with the flame folks, the Scions of the Flame, the lady with the circular punch dagger, she's got something cool happening with her collar. I can't really tell what it is on this angle in the model, but it looks like there's like, I don't know, like horns or something that I kind of want to see the style.
Or like they look like some kind of like mandibles or something.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what's going on.
Mandibles, I like that, but I think it's just the angle. I think probably it's just a, I don't know, cowl or something. Also, one thing I realized, if you look at the boss guy with the wiggly sword, and also kind of the guy with the flaming axe, above the boss guy's head, the like infinity chakra bladed thing with the flames in it, haven't we seen that exact bit on a Blackstone Fortress model?
Ooh.
Or was it on that chaos something? He was swinging like a brazier or something, or a censer. Wasn't it similar?
Oh, the like word bearers, like apostle, whatever his name is, their dark chaplain.
It was him, or what are those? Blackstone Fortress, the second cultist release.
The Escalation?
Escalation was what the thing was called.
Escalation, yeah. I thought, oh no, maybe it's that apostle guy. Maybe I'm thinking about the dude that has the flamethrower, like that thing that comes up over his head.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what he was from. The Ascension thing for Blackstone Fortress.
Yeah. Okay, is it a Dark Apostle? The
Dark
other one?
Apostle is the word bearer, like, yeah.
That's the new one they released, where it's like the guy with the book or whatever?
Yep, the big flaming book.
The best.
Okay, let's see.
So do we think it's going to be Lionel Johnson's the last thing and this is over, or do we think
I don't know. I think they'll squeeze in one more.
I think
I feel maybe one more. I kind of doubt it, though.
I mean, the fact that they had the Warcry thing kind of surprised me.
Yeah. I wonder if they bumped that up because everything else had been spoiled.
Maybe.
World Sylvania said, Nick, you have a lot of background noise when you're not talking.
Me?
Yeah. I think it's just if you move around, we hear it all.
Sorry. That's good to know. Sorry.
Yeah, but otherwise, like, you don't hear anything now, but...
That's because I'm muted.
That makes sense.
Well. So, I guess at this point, thus far, what do we think has been the neatest thing?
Warcry.
That I feel.
I almost think the cow minotaur mountain.
Yes,
thing.
I'm for War Cow. I'm all for War Cow.
I feel that's maybe the most surprising, interesting thing. I feel the thing that I could see getting and trying to do something with would be the
we're back.
The
So
War Cry stuff. The Horus Heresy's here.
Horus Heresy? Oh, okay. It's going to be light up.
What do you look for? Okay, it's a Primarch.
What do you look for in a Primarch?
Small head.
Lack of arms.
Those are what you look for.
Why do they have kind of like French Riviera kind of theme tune going
The
on?
music's really weird.
It kind of feels like you're going like they're advertising a cruise down the Riviera.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Or maybe
I don't know. They're trying to be sexy.
Yeah.
This is not just.
Oh, is this a spoof of one of those English supermarket adverts?
Oh, it is?
This not just any.
Pretty.
They're
Pudding,
actually
this is
showing
a
other
Marks and
angles. That's cool.
Ooh.
That's good. His backpack looks good.
Oh!
His
face. They're doing a
Looks
double
good.
helmet and
Yeah,
a face release.
Look
Oh,
at the snotty marine.
The fucking Night Lords, they look so trashy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he's going to trash him.
They
He's
look
gonna
so
fucking.
bad.
They don't even look like it doesn't. It looks
Welcome
like
back
they're
to the
different
Warhammer Preview
models,
Online, everybody,
or like
and a
different
very warm
ranges.
welcome to Mr. Andy
Well, he's a
Orr.
Primarch in there, just chumps.
Hello, Wade. How are you?
I am grand, thank you. Very excited to see the reveal of the Lion.
Isn't it amazing?
It is indeed amazing.
I like Andy's webcam is
All of the
rubbish.
Primarchs look quite incredible in
Yeah,
that video.
that's funny.
They do, yeah.
Cute.
It's a nice little run through of some of
Rubbish.
the other fine characters from that period. of
Right,
time,
okay,
but
let's refresh the page, see if we get anything
Here,
cool.
it's up.
That's quite a heavy thing altogether.
I kind of feel, or maybe it's
I've
hard.
still only got Warcry.
Nah, oh, the line is up.
Yeah, he's up for me too.
Damn, that looks extremely cool. And I can already hear Luna being very excited about chopping this up and turning it into a very large true scale marine.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm lagging. I'm not getting it. Oh well.
It's so he looks pretty good, but like those Night Lords on the base. Like,
Okay, they're
ooh,
friggin' scenery. Let it go.
it's bad. Like why they spent why they even spent any time on that is like beyond me.
Well, they didn't.
You're right, you're right.
The shade.
I mean,
What's his process?
Simon Egan spent time making the
Yeah, you should
important
talk to him, actually.
portion
Yeah,
look
It
good.
has a really involved concepting stage, but the first thing we always do...
Adrian in the chat said confirmed the lion was Ewan McGregor all this time.
dive into some of the Black Library
Yeah.
novels, because quite often there's some really nice little illustrations.
So yeah,
in
so
there.
what do we think
We
of,
look
of
at
the model?
The Collected Visions book with all the artwork.
I think it looks pretty good. Sword looks
I like
awesome.
him.
I like it. He still looks like he's destroyed a Catholic
the
church and
helmet
rolled around in it.
looks
But
a little
We look at
small?
some of those absolutely iconic.
What looks small?
This helmet?
Black Library.
I mean, maybe it's just, it might actually just be because of how
We
it's
get all of those things
segmented.
together,
It
and
looks
then we sit
slightly
down
small.
and we think,
I
And
think there's a
that-
lot more to the
What are we
back. I
trying
think the
to-
wing is kind of
Yeah.
obscuring it, so the
Yeah, I
front
think
faceplate
you're
looks a
right.
little small, but
which is always
But
really
in
interesting
actuality,
thing,
I like it.
because they all have an underlying archetype.
In some sense, it might
And then
it might
certain
just be
works
the
on,
angles and such. In
mock-ups,
some sense, it looks to me like the
which
arms are a little
take several
thin.
months, potentially, just to get
we're
the
going to have to
mock-up
look.
right,
Again, I
to
think
get
it's the
posing
angle of the
correct,
arm.
all those little
Because
Yeah.
we're only
details,
seeing the
and then
bottom, like the
finally
elbow and the
go,
bottom
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
van
yeah,
brace.
yeah.
So
It takes as long as it
I
takes, and
think
he comes
until we
back
can see,
with these most
Yeah.
amazing works of art.
So I guess the silhouette, the posing, everything.
But overall, I
the
think
stream,
it's
the
good, and
character of that
it
Primarch
makes
and
me
the-
pleased because
Yeah,
I
from
like the
distance.
Dark Angels. They
He's
were
not
always
in an
my
outrageously action-packed pose, which I feel is kind of good. Like,
Yeah.
Archetype of one Primarch and maybe.
and he thankfully he doesn't look anything like the trashy
Yeah, I mean,
Alpharius model.
That's
hey,
the
that's
best
someone's
Primarch.
favorite Primarch model.
That I feel is
A
by
long time
far
ago,
the
actually,
worst of all
when-
of the models.
When
Like,
Alan
there's
Bly
no
and John
comparison.
French were first working on
It looks
putting
like the
foundations
old
of
shit
the
Horus Heresy
game that
Marines.
Forge World went on to make.
And like that's
They
not what you
set out
want.
to do
It's a shame when if you buy this model, you have to pay for the trash base.
What are their keywords? What qualities
Yeah.
do they embody?
I don't know.
What do they
Does he have a
do?
chainsaw? I'm kind of
And this is
disappointed that
something
it's a
we go back to
chainsaw.
I think it's an option for the sword as well. Someone on my Instagram
Oh, yeah,
chat
they-
was
So
telling me
got a
that he has an
little
option for a
He's got a
sword.
sword.
Oh yeah,
so-
in
So-
the video with the Ewan
Resolve.
McGregor head, it's
So
a normal sword.
He's full of
Yeah.
resolution. He's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
he radiates strength.
So
and-
he
and
seems to have a
resolve.
chain sword
Virtue.
and the blade,
So
so
he's
that's
got that
cool.
sort of knightly.
Yeah, so it's
Someone's
interesting. This
gonna
is
make
like
a
one of
Black
the
Templar
first-
out of him.
Yeah, well, this is one of the first models
It's not like
that
a sort of
they
knight in shining
really
armor. It's a dark
gave
side.
you some more options. Like none of the other models, Primarch models, have really.
Sanguinius
done that.
has.
I guess he sort of did. He had
spear and whatever.
Yeah, you're right. So there's at least a little. Yeah, it's interesting.
It seems like this model also is be practically
very
the easiest of
tactical
all
and
of them to
strategic,
convert
good
into
balance of
another
those two
Legion. I mean, I
powers.
guess Rogaldorn is
And one
not
of the
too
interesting
bad,
ones,
but it
which
was
really
nice
comes
that they
out
didn't go like.
from his background as well is he's a
That's,
monster
I guess
hunter.
you're right. So there are a
In some
bunch,
ways,
but
that's
it's
what
sort of
this guy
nice
does
that
now.
they didn't like.
His
Let's put
background,
fucking
we've known
lions
since the Avengers,
everywhere.
Yeah, good point.
Way back in the
They
early 90s.
they have
He
they
is the guy that
obviously
hunts
have
down all the
elements
monsters
of
on
the
Flatland
Dark
and
Angels
slays them. He's that
iconography,
type of
but
knight.
it's
He's that
not
knight errant that goes
over
off, hunts
like
down
really
the big
really over the
mythological
top.
horror
So yeah, I like
and
him.
slays it. You know,
It
in
seems
the
like
name
something
of
I
all
will
that's good.
probably
He
have to
does that
get just
during the
because
heresy as well.
I like the Dark Angels. I'll get it. Then I will see the cast is kind of bad, and then it will stay in the box.
I like the wings on his helmet. I think they're like reasonably sized.
Yeah, they're
for
not
Warhammer.
overdone. I'm surprised.
And he's got that elbow spike, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Spiking some Night Lords.
Happens either just
Oh,
before
yeah,
or just
so
after actually the Thramm's Crusade.
He has the
which was,
choice
I think, a
between
2-year
the
long
Lion
campaign
Sword or the Wolf
where,
Blade.
Essentially, the Warmaster
Wolfblade.
contrived to get the Dark
He
Angels
has a
out of
scabbard,
the
too,
field
on
so
his
that when
side, I
his
think.
treachery was revealed.
Yeah, I don't know what the
later
Wolf Blade
on, the
is.
Dark
That
Angels would be completely
probably
off on the wrong side of the galaxy. They were on the Eastern
means
Fringe.
some lore I
And it was the
don't
Night
know
Lords
from the
that
Horus
were tasked
Heresy.
with distracting them, basically. So going out into the Eastern
I mean,
Fringe
maybe
and
that's
just
what they're
committing all
talking
sorts
about
of
in the
sort of horrendous, acts of
They're
chat.
talking about him being
Eastern Fringe
badass.
in
They're
order to
talking about
draw
like
the Dark
Black
Angels
Library
away.
books.
Because one of the things about the Dark Angels in particular,
Okay.
the
Has
Lion
anyone been
Angels
reading
like not
the
good.
Siege of Terra?
Nope.
Punishing the
I started to read the first book,
criminals,
and it was
essentially.
I kind of got
So,
bored with
yeah,
it.
the Lion allowed himself almost to be drawn off to fight the Night Lords.
It
and
didn't
that's
seem terrible,
very much
though.
what you're seeing here.
Yeah,
on his
look
face.
on
He is
the
absolutely
video with
laying
the
Emperor's judgment
360.
down
You
on
can
some
see
Night
better that
Lords.
yeah, he has a scabbard there that
Yeah, probably. They've
doesn't have the sword in it.
for a little while.
Looks pretty
And,
neat.
we've seen a couple of different combinations of ways to put that together. Can you let us know what will come in the kit?
Does the scabbard look huge? Because that sword looked really huge. The lion sword.
It looks like at least the front it would fit into it. I don't know if it's long
Is it
enough
scaled with
for it.
Cypher's broken lines?
That's what I'm wondering about.
And a helmet head on a Primarch. Because it just works so well for him. We know what he looks like under his helmet. We know he's this sort of craggy, square-jawed.
They're talking about how pretty he is under his helmet.
We know what he looks like. We've known that for a while. But to really play up the knight side
Calm.
of him,
There's going to be one more
decided to do
preview. I
the
know it.
helmeted
I
version
know
as
it.
well,
Or
if
I'm
that's the
completely
sort of
wrong.
side of
But
him that you want.
Is this scheduled to go till 12?
And the other thing that
I
we
don't
get
know.
two of
I don't know
in
if they
the
said.
kit is the sword. So you can see he's got the chain sword, which is called
The sword looks
Wolfblade.
different
He's
from the
talking
Cypher
about
And
one.
his
the
other
sword.
sword is the more famous Lion
Thank
Blade.
God.
So you can put them together however you want, and they both have their own rules, which you can choose to.
because I'm just
which one
getting a
you're going to
picture
play
of
with.
like him on the
Essentially,
base.
Lion
Are they
sword
showing the sword now?
Is the blade that you would take
No,
in
they're
normal
just showing.
circumstances, if you like, going up against.
So Lion Sword is the blade for
other
normal
characters,
circumstances, they're saying.
lots of,
Going up
lots of
against
lower
other characters
level
or something.
combatants. But the Wolf Blade, the chainsword one, is very much designed to play up what I was saying about the Monster Hunter. So its rules give him.
And
an
Wolf
extra
Blade
+3
is if you want to hunt
already got a strength of
monsters?
7,
Oh, plus
so
3
he's-
strength or
he's
something?
even more.
So that's where he's in
Monster
the
Hunter
forest
type,
of
and put
Caliban,
together whichever way you want.
slaughtering all the megafauna, as though this was like Australia when the human species come to Australia to kill all the larger animals.
Very much so.
Lionel Johnson of the 41st Millennium, still asleep. And there's not
Pretty
much
cool.
to represent that.
Absolutely.
Great stuff. Well, the penultimate Primarch then, because
Keen eyes, we're just checking in. That's not all of the Primarchs yet realised, but most of the way there. And a great question of what we can expect from the Thramas.
What Primarchs are left? The Khan?
Just the Khan.
Is that it?
That's it?
Well, thank you very much for your time.
And then the lost Primarchs.
The design
that they'll never do.
Lionel Johnson Primarch figure.
Wow, they've done all of them except for him. That's amazing.
And the only bad one was Altharius, and
we've just been through
he's
on
by
the
far the
previews in a few
worst.
moments. Bear with us, and we'll take you all through it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wade said that they're just going to round up what they've been through in all the previews. So if maybe this is finishing at 11:30.
I don't know. They said more previews coming soon.
But that
that's
been the same
probably
splash,
just
isn't it?
their
Isn't that the same
generic
splash?
screen. Yeah, it's just their generic splash.
He said there's going to be a roundup, so maybe they'll put one more thing after the roundup. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, I think it's been a pretty good preview.
It was pretty good.
Nothing
it's
has
pretty
been
normal.
garbage.
Like it's similar to their other reveals, I think.
But
not-
I think it's certainly similar. Maybe nothing super groundbreaking, but I feel I liked pretty much all the models, which is more that can be said about some of the previews.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's a shame that the
they
Forge
do
World
say
Primarch
on their
models are resin.
on their community site, they have a thing with 4 bullet points about what they're going to talk
Yeah, I saw
about.
that.
So they've talked about all of these.
Yeah.
But sometimes they drop like a little hint, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
The lion isn't in those bullet points. Like, it's big news for the small screen, so the TV show, a big screen hero into plastic. I guess that's the Lord of the Rings thing.
Psychic Revelations was fabulous, Bill.
Yeah.
And the lighting of a new fire was the Warcry boys and
Yeah,
girls.
so there wasn't.
So there might be, but I think it'll only be like, and one more thing, and it'll be like a teaser for next week or something.
I
That
can
would be
see
the only
that.
thing I would expect.
Admittedly, none of the reveals have been like surprising reveals, you know.
I was surprised by the Mountain Cow.
That was the most surprising.
Yeah, but I guess, well, maybe what I mean is that it's just like it's part of the Lumineth thing. Like, oh, there's another model for those things, you know, and we know that that's
game changes.
We know that's a big. Is going to be a soon like big release, the next big army. Admittedly, you're right. It is certainly not. It doesn't look like a normal elf, so it's a character model that we didn't anticipate at all. But
I think I'm expecting that this weekend is the tamer ones. There may be like a couple of big ones this weekend, but next weekend is probably where they're going to hit us with weird stuff that we're not expecting.
Probably true.
Full Zote army.
Zotes for the win. Well, I think Adam mentioned this in maybe one of the other streams, but that it might be cool for the Eldar model he's making, like to kind of create a small warband around him with different sort of Xenos creatures and whatnot, and that perhaps the Zote could be a good like model to accompany him with all his weird
convert
stuff.
the model a little.
I think that could be kind of fun. Maybe with a what are the little robed entropic dudes called?
Hrud.
Yeah. Could finish the Hrud model he started to make. He could just be this weird mercenary that.
We could also have an enslaved Night Lord.
Nice. From the base of the lion?
Yeah, probably.
Nah, but you want to pick the
It was kneeling, the one that's like kind of rising up to attack him, and then I looked again and I see he's standing, and he is pretty squatty.
Yeah, it's funny.
Marines.
Admittedly, the one Night Lord corpse on the base is kind of like a mohawk and looks like it's sort of neat.
Yeah, that's okay. But oof.
Well, they mentioned that the Lion Blade was for killing big monsters and stuff, so I guess that's the Night Lords. He's hunting the elusive Night Lord in its natural habitat, Caliban.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'd say that all the previews, I really like the weird video they made for the War Cow.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like that was a good way to kind of hint at it.
think they're good at making kind of diverse and interesting reveal videos, each kind of with its own theme to be somewhat humorous. And I think, interestingly, most of the time, I think they land and like they are funny in the way I think they intend them to be. So I think it's clear that they do spend some effort and time to make them, and that's kind of nice.
I just love that they sent like a mountain-sized war cow with a hammer, and they give you a moment to be like, "What the hell?" And then they're like, "Bam!" You're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Yeah, Ward Sylvania also says in the chat that he thinks the helmet seems fine. And I think that is it. It's just that the little section, because of how it's sectioned, on like a quick glance, it looks like maybe it's sort of small. But in actuality, like if you look at the whole thing, it's fine. And honestly, I think it often happens with certain GW models. Like sometimes they will have a belt or something that's really, really high up, like higher than you would normally wear a belt, and it gives the impression that the model is more dysmorphic than it actually is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's cool.
Maybe we should ask the chat what their favorite previews were.
Yeah, chat. What is your favorite thing, or what favorite, and what is there something that you actually think you would buy?
So I know some have already sort of answered that, but we'll see if things have changed now that we saw those new cool Horus Heresy Night Lords. I mean, I think I might buy the Lion just for them.
Damn it, Adam.
That Volkite pistol, can't get enough of that.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Love it.
Eddie's gonna say his favorite thing.
That's right, war cow.
War cow, war cow. Could turn that into a really cool Necron construct.
God, you and your
Probably got a
Necrons.
better name.
I like Necrons as a Xenos species, alright?
Yeah.
You tell me Tyranids are boring and all the same.
Look, don't hold that against me. I don't like the nids. You do cool nids,
I'm
alright?
just saying,
give you that.
Necrons are boring and all the same.
Oh,
Necrons used to be cool until they turned into Tomb Kings in space.
I don't know, I quite like the zany Tomb Kings in space. Having played the Mechanicus game, it's quite fun.
Okay.
I wanted to ask about the Mechanicus game. That's the video game?
Yeah.
This is coming out on Switch, and I wanted to know if it's worth it.
Have you played any of the XCOM games?
Yes, I love XCOM. I'm obsessed with it.
Should we go through some of the
Okay,
reviews?
it's like
Okay,
XCOM, but does
yeah.
things in a really cool way.
Interesting. Okay, that's a good endorsement. Then. XCOM also coming to Switch. Can't wait to play. I've played the first XCOM on my computer, but not XCOM 2.
Okay, but
did you play the
Mechanicus
real
is one of the best
XCOM
soundtracks
game?
I've heard as well.
Sorry, what was that?
The real XCOM games, not like the new ones.
Oh, you mean the DOS game?
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
when I was a
ones.
kid, I played. That's where I got introduced to XCOM.
Okay,
And it was
so that's
fucking
cool.
hard.
You'd
You'd like stay above the curve for so long, and you'd be like, "I'm gonna get lasers." It's like shit. I should have gotten plasma guns, and then the aliens are just hitting like crazy, and you just die.
Have you
And the
played
chrysalids
Xenonauts?
basically destroying everything.
Have you played Xenonauts? It was like a fan made.
I have it on Steam, but it's meant to be brutally hard. Like,
Yeah, it was a fan made thing that they started to make it long, like before the Firaxis thing, and then the Firaxis thing was announced, and it was good and whatnot. But it was just a small team of people kind of remaking the original XCOM. But they eventually did a Kickstarter, and I backed it, and I backed it enough that one of the artists actually drew an illustration of me, so I'm one of the grunt soldiers in there.
Nice.
But it's good, so it's worth considering looking at if you do like XCOM.
Sorry, what was that?
It's worth Xenonauts. It's worth playing if you like XCOM.
Okay, I hadn't even heard of it. But is it like super hard?
It's pretty hard from what I've heard.
I think
I
it's
played
like
it
the
a little bit.
original.
I mean, it's XCOM. And I think the mechanics are a little bit more like original XCOM.
Okay.
I still think my favorite XCOM was Enemy Within. That was so good.
But yeah, if you
Is
want
that the expansion of the first new one?
Yes.
Oh, I have it, but I don't think I've played. Like I've downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet.
It makes your base game so much better, dude.
Okay, nice.
Oh man, that's a really nice warband view of the Warcry stuff.
There you go.
The leader is so good.
The guy throwing the grenade is so bad.
Yeah.
He's bad for this.
Honestly,
warband,
though, if
but-
that's your only real complaint out of the Warcry stuff, that's pretty much a victory.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was realizing the guy who's flaming. I don't know if it's the angle, but his legs look really big.
They look really big. I think part of it's the choice of pants that he's wearing and how big his feet are.
Okay.
They're moving through these, reviewing the previews pretty quick, which is good because...
Yeah.
Not quick enough.
I don't know. I don't think there's going to be anything new because he's come back to what's his name? The other guy.
Eddie.
But there might be they might drop a hint for next week. You never know. I'm grasping at straws here.
I hope so. Man, I really like that guy's mohawk. The dead guy.
The Mohawk School.
Yeah, someone's going to take that head and use it for a actual Horus Heresy Marine.
Mm-hmm. Is anybody listening to what they're saying?
I am. They're talking about painting the base.
Maybe Sons of Horus.
I guess Eddie has a fallen army.
Just gonna paint the base like Sons of Horus.
That's not everything, is it?
Instead of Night
There
Ones.
isn't. So we do have
that's not
one
everything.
last thing
Here we go.
to tell people about.
One last thing.
So
I told you.
What normally happens at events
I told
like
you.
Adepticon is that we
So
bring along
talk
some
about it.
miniatures which are event-exclusive models.
Come
which
on.
people
Oh,
aren't
event-exclusive
able to
models.
Get outside of
Oh,
those events,
God.
kind of as kind of
Oh,
specials
what?
for
Let's
the
see.
show,
Let's
so people
see.
can pick them up to kind of
Oh,
celebrate their attendance
Primaris,
and have
please
little
be a
memento
garbage
of the event.
Primaris. That's what I
And
would
Adepticon
love.
was going to be the last
thought we
event
already
that
saw
you'd be able
these.
to pick up Lieutenant Amalius.
Is it going to be the
which is a
awful
Space Marine
librarian
Primaris
with its...
lieutenant.
Okay.
And the news we've got for you guys
For that
today
guy.
is that we're going to be making this model available to order
Oh,
online
fuck, are you
from
serious?
gamesworkshop.com.
Who gives a rat's
So
ass?
basically, you can
You
place
can
an order
order
for this
more
guy now,
Primaris
so
lieutenants
even if you couldn't
online.
make it to any of the events,
Do they have the
a lot of models
chainsword
are
guy?
cancelled.
Because I actually
You are
kind of
able
You
to
want
wanted
order this
Space
model
Marines?
today,
Here's your Space
and as
Marine.
soon as we're
Look,
back
I
up
want
and
the
running again,
chainsword
we're gonna
guy, the
make
one who's
it,
like
as
leaning
many as
on
we get
it.
orders
Just
for.
Everybody
Everybody
go
have
online
copies.
now. We can buy them today.
Buy 'em,
to
buy 'em,
order,
buy.
I don't want that
we're not
lieutenant,
currently,
though.
Yeah, you
producing
do.
models
He's not
because our kind of sites around the
squatting,
world are closed
and
down
he's
due to
not
the
yelling,
and
the
he's not
coronavirus.
holding
So as soon as we're
his
back
head.
up and running,
He's
all the
interesting.
orders we've got for this guy,
I
we'll
could
make them up and we'll
get
send them out
him,
to you
though
wherever you are
probably
around the
not
world.
worth
So
at the
everybody's
moment,
got a
considering
chance to
all
kind of
orders are
pick
shut
up this
down at the
really
moment.
awesome event
No, they're
exclusive
talking about that. They're saying that like we don't know when we're going to get back
I
up,
failed
but you
to
can
pick
order
this
it now,
picture
and we're going
myself,
to get
he
it
was
sent to you as
winking
soon
at
as
me
we're back up.
from, the
Because
corner of Blood
I
and
do
Glory
need
last
one
year
for my
when I
War
went
in the
to
Eye
cover
leader.
War
I do
and
need a good base model, and I'm
Glory,
not
and I failed to pick him up,
spending
so I
ages
definitely
in
will
beginning a
myself.
Chaos Space Marine.
It is a beautiful miniature.
It is a nice model.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
he's up right
fucking
now on.
Space
If you go
Marines,
to
who
Games
cares?
Workshop web store, you can pick him up today.
True.
Great stuff.
You can buy them today.
Thank you very much for adding
And
that.
they'll send
And
them
that
to you
is
when
the
they're
Warhammer
making
Preview
models
Online,
again.
the first.
I still
Warhammer
like to
Preview,
take
but
solace
not the
that you
last.
like my
We've
Space
got
Marines,
another
other
plan for
Nick.
another one of
It's
these
still, it
in
warms the cockles of my
same
cold dead
time,
heart.
same
What, that I hate them?
Thank you
No,
for
that you
bearing
like
with us.
that you like my
This isn't how we
Space
intended to do
Marines.
this, as we said at the
Well,
beginning.
they're
This is how
slightly
we
more
want to do this,
interesting.
but
I
it is
mean,
meant
if
to
Power
crash
Armor's
during
going to
this
be
web
interesting,
release with people
let's
from
make
all
it
over the
Yeah.
world.
weird and
Folks from
crazy.
Warhammer Studio as well.
With
See you
fractured
next week, then,
swords
right?
that float.
Absolutely,
God,
yeah.
that was
so
the
I'll be back.
single
most
You'll be back as well, Wade, I imagine. And
Brilliant.
we've got
That
loads more
was
cool
Okay,
the
so
stuff.
just saying they'll be back next week.
Great stuff.
Well,
thank you very much for joining
Nick,
us, everyone.
you
Go
were
and check out everything on
right
Warhammer-community.com.
that there was one final thing, but it was so mediocre that I almost wish it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, okay. Great.
But, nah, I mean, I'm still happy. I mean, I'm glad people have the opportunity to get that model if they would like it. So it's not a bad thing. But
Yeah, so overall, previews were fine.
I was actually wondering if they were going to give people models at the Adepticon preview, because like sometimes they do that thing where they're like, "And here, look under your tree, there's a sprue." Like,
you get a Space Marine. You get a Space Marine.
Everybody.
We've managed to genetically create Tyranid Rippers, and then
Because,
now
yeah,
we
at-
released it to
at
the event.
Nova Open, they gave everybody that Canonus.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That was cool.
and then, well, it was the Golden Demon preview, but at the Golden Demon preview, they gave everyone a
sprue,
a Sister Battle sprue, which is kind of over the top, like amazing. I think that's a high bar. I wouldn't expect them to
So
do that
when's
again.
Nova open this year? I don't remember. And when will it be canceled?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in September. It's
maybe
September
that'll
2
be
through
okay.
6, so who knows? So we could go to that, Adam. We're close enough.
That's true. We probably should. Well, so what's everyone thinking? Like, maybe we can end this stream? Like, we've been talking for a while. We've
Yeah, we
largely
can
said our
probably end
piece about everything.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, it was fun, everybody.
Thanks for hosting it.
Thanks for
Maybe we
hosting.
can try to get next weekend.
See you next
we
week.
can probably do it next week, and do the final reveals. Well, any predictions? So, I mean, there'll probably be a Necromunda thing and a
Necromunda.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be a Blood Bowl thing, I bet you.
There'll be
And Adeptus Titanicus, because we don't hit that yet.
And then there'll be the new edition of 40k.
Yeah.
That's my one prediction.
Yeah. Wow.
And it'll be an Imperial Guard and Necron starter set, I bet you.
Okay, I really hope it's Imperial Guard in that starter set. I don't think it'll be Necrons, but that's a good question. Like, who do you think would be the enemy?
Because I've seen some Necron hints in the rumor engine. There's some devices that they've shown that I'm like, those are Necron. Yeah.
Oh, I missed those.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we'll have to think about it, but ultimately, it's been fun talking with everybody.
Yep, it's been great.
Well, until next time, keep on being safe and distancing yourself from others.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Keep on doing your Warhammering.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Yep,
Over and
see ya,
out.
everybody.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.
Yep.